Yes, yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Manchester United Manchester City podcast. Manham United meets the Manham City podcast, where we talk all things in regards to the Manchester clubs. And have Manchester City just seen their title aspirations disappear with Liverpool signing Alexander Isak, people calling it one of the greatest windows of all time. Is it the greatest window in Premier League history? Is it the greatest window in European football history? Well, in recent times. So we're discussing all of those things. City have also made signings themselves, though. They have signed Donnarumma, the goalkeeper from PSG. And speaking of goalkeepers, Manchester United have signed Sen Lemens from Royal Antwerp. So we'll be discussing all that plus more. Please keep all your comments or your questions Manchester United or Manchester City related, of course. Make sure you run up the likes, though. If you're watching this live right now or whether you're watching this back after the live, please hit the like button on the video. When you enter the city of sarcasm, pay the tax. So hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this out across all of the socials as well. Yes, it's flawless at Sarcasm City TV. That's at Sarcasm City TV. Yes, it's flawless on Twitter and Instagram. And just as important, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell as well, people. I was wondering why my camera was mirrored, but yeah, like I said, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell on the channel as well, people. And to Samuel in the chat who asked about the delays, yo, we have lives outside of this. That's with the delays. We have responsibilities outside of this. Not myself, but others have family commitments outside of this. So that's why there was slight delays. But we're here, and the man is here himself. Like I've said before, man, one of Canada's greatest ever exports, one of the most underrated content creators, without doubt, without question. He's one of those content creators. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I think you can put him with anybody on a live stream, any amount of people who support whether it's own team or others, and it will slap. So I got welcome. My like Vader is in the building. What are you saying, Vader? You good?
Yo, am I good? Am I good? Listen, first of all, let me say this. As much as we go back and forth, and you addressed it well. It looks like there's interest with regards to this show. It looks like there's some anticipation, and I'm gonna be the first. Flawless didn't throw me under the bus, but I'm gonna be the first to admit the reason for the delay is because of me. All right.
So yeah, but I have to stop you there. You know why? Because it's not like you're just being lazy. You're a family man and have things to deal with. So I fully understand that. That's what.
No, absolutely. But again, at the same time, I'm apologizing because you have a channel. You got a show. Clearly, the people are interested with what we have to say. And you know what? If there is going to be a delay, I'm gonna do my best to minimize that as best as possible. But thank you all for tuning in. If you're listening on the devices, that's cool. That's cool. You enjoy Flawless's voice. You like my voice. That's cool. If you want. And again, for the ladies in the chat, if you want some visual stimulation, tune into the YouTube, subscribe, give my man Flawless those additional subs that he rightfully deserves. The man is the man's drip right now is looking nice. You're not seeing it if you're on the listening platforms. You ain't seeing how my man's rocking right now. So tune into the YouTube, subscribe, and without any further ado, you know what it is. You know what it is.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Vader Games.
We in the building, man. We in the building. What you saying? What you saying?
In the building. I see you, man, with the black and white drip. That's what I have to say, man. The outfit is on point. See you with the
This is workout for later, so it's all calm. I see you though. You looking clean over there. What up? What's Real King saying? What's Real King saying in the building?
He said big up Flawless, and Vader allowed me to reintroduce myself with the fire emojis. That's what he's saying. Bill and nephew in the chat, certified. Samuel in the chat as well. Big up to Warrior J, has always been kind enough to drop the latest news in the chat. Rodri's been talking. Of course, we got the Brighton City game as well that I didn't mention in the intro, with City losing at Brighton. So we'll be discussing that. Peps made some comments as well. I've already seen Vader be very, very active on socials with Liverpool signing Alexander Isak. I've seen your quote tweets. Just because I've not responded to your tweets don't mean I've not seen your tweets. You know, I see everything. I see everything. Like, you forget this.
I know you got peoples everywhere. All right, I know that. But to say that I've been very active. Listen, I believe myself personally. What up, Pops? What I do? I believe myself. There's a duty that I have There's a duty that I have in football. I take it on to myself. No one's assigned this. No one's told me or said, Vader, this is your destiny. It's something that I've chosen to do. I see a lot of fraudulence out there. I see a lot of double talk. I see a lot of biasness, and I'm not going to allow it. So I'm going to do my little part. Whether some like what I have to say, whether some are in their feelings and think that I'm a wind up, that's up to you. But I'm out there just giving a different side of things because I believe that there's a lack of consistency. That's all. That's
It's
all.
all right, and we'll get to that because I seen one of the quote tweets I did see you say was about. So it was the original tweet was about all the money Liverpool have spent, and you said how people are accusing them of buying the league, which I'm in the minority with that in regards to. I don't see it, whether it's you lot, whether it's Liverpool, whether it's United, whoever. Buying the league is not a shot. Did you win the league? I don't take that as a criticism personally. I don't think it's a diss. Like, oh, you bought the league. We won the league.
No. But again, this is why we work well together. All right, and it's not a matter of the thought of buying the league. At the time of when Chelsea were doing it, I didn't think that they were buying the league. At the time of when City were spending, I didn't think that they were buying the league. But everyone's on mute. The loudest complainers, the ones that had the institutions and said, you know what, this is ruining football. The manager that would come off mute and want to talk and say this isn't right. All of that fan base in particular are moving like they weren't on the side of being like the league's been bought by those other clubs. That's it.
Yeah, but we know what that is. It's just straight hate. I wish my club was doing it. I wish you could join the stream and start and you could go, yeah, United are buying the league. If you were saying that to me, that means we're doing something right. I would love that. I would love for people in the chat to be like, because I don't take it as a criticism whatsoever.
Flawless. I got no problem with it being a criticism or not. I just have a problem with the narrative. I got a problem with pointing the finger and being like, that's wrong over there. Oh, 5 years later, we're doing it over here and it's okay. That's me.
I don't. You're talking about the hypocrisy of it.
Absolutely. You said it
which is
perfect. And I see a lot of it shamelessly. And it for me, it bothers me. It bothers me. So I'm gonna speak up. I'm not gonna let those that said that it was bad a couple years ago. I'm not gonna let those. Yeah, so we'll deal with that. So that was the whole.
But thing. To get to the main topic of conversation, which it is, can you lot win can you stop Liverpool from winning the league? Now they have signed Alexander Isak, who is, if he's not one, I think general consensus has him top 2 strikers in the league. It's between him and Haaland. Who you have 1 and 2?
Wait.
Conversation.
People are saying,
some people have him above. I actually don't think that's the case, but some people do. I don't personally think it's the case.
People have Isak as the best striker in the world.
Yes.
Because of what he did last year?
As the best striker in the league. I think the last couple of years. I think since he's been at Newcastle. Because I've had him number 2 striker for a minute now. Haaland obviously number 1. Gosh. To me, others have said Isak number 2. I think them two are caught above the rest. Whoever you have 3, 4, and 5, I think they're caught above them.
That's funny.
Back to the actual question. Yeah. How do you lot now win the league? Because I think you lot have an absolute uphill task.
Yeah, you didn't believe we had an uphill task until they signed Isak.
Yes, I thought it was close, and I was leaning towards you because of the guy in your dugout. But I think Isak has tipped that in their favor.
Yeah,
I don't buy into the whole, and you love back that City as that bad and Pep ain't it and all this stuff. When I say you buy into that, like you fan the flames of others saying that, even though you don't believe it. You lull people into a false sense of security, man. I know what you do because I've heard people talk about it like City, and you're like, yeah, we're 4 favorites. Yeah, we ain't all that and all that type of stuff.
But all that is true. All that is true when others why is this guy laughing?
Because me and you both know it's not true, and the fact that people say that's what I'm saying when I say you feed into it. Like you allow people to say it, like, carry on, you know what I'm saying? You go, man, you do it, that's the right thing to think. Like, even though I think Liverpool are now better than you, I don't think and it's swung in. I don't think it's a massive gap between the two of you, is what I'm saying. I don't think it's a huge gap between the two of you.
Okay, so when I mean, we do these shows, right? When it happened to be last season, and sometimes you can't quite check yourself. Sometimes, the United in you gets out, and you talk about all the things going wrong at City. You talk about, don't let my manager do this and that, because you obviously see a drop in performance, and then in the same breath you want to be like, you guys are winning the league. So when there's times and we're not in good form, when there's times other clubs are performing better, I understand why others have
two things
City.
can be true. You could fall enough for what you add and still be better than the rest, which is why I think you've been, not last season, the 2 seasons, especially the last time you won the league. I think that was a lot.
The last time we won the league was a difficult one, and went to the final day, and we happened to be able to get past Arsenal by 2 points. It was a really close run. But when I talk about my club, and everybody in the chat, when I talk about my club, it's not just what I see with how they play. Obviously, we all follow our own clubs. We hear some whispers. We know what's happening behind the scenes and things like that. There's things psychologically. There's things with regards to the psychology and just the mentality of the team that you guys wouldn't be privy to. And sometimes it's taken as me being like me taking a jab. But Flawless, you and myself, we're the only clubs to have done a treble. And for the history of the league, of the Prem, the fact that it hasn't happened like that speaks to how difficult it is. And I think there's a drainage. There's a loss in terms of motivation or ambition. I don't know what it is, but after a 4-peat, I saw how that crashed heavy on my club. And then when it's like, oh well, okay, you lost one. Now are you no longer favorites, or you should still be favorites to go out and win? I know what my club is trying to overcome, and I also know the quality that was around my club when we were able to do that madness. And when you ask me, do I still have City winning this Prem? I'm not willing to give up on it yet. But like you said earlier,
you're never going to give up on it.
Yeah, but like you said earlier, there's a clear favorite to winning the league.
No, yes,
because So I saw the writing on the wall with regards to how it's
subscriber mode's back on as well, people. My bad. You know what I'm saying? These damn bots. Subscriber mode's
no worries.
Go,
I saw what, and I'm not going to mention the club by name because they get triggered. I saw what a club did after winning the Prem and how they invested to retain it. And they're doing something that's never been done before. No club has invested like this after winning the Prem. Not me, not Chelsea, not you. This is record spending. And not only that, it's also, dare I say, established, already made players that are being invested in, right? There's no questions on how much quality the you know what I'm gonna say the club, because they got all in their feelings, but there's no doubt on the quality of Ertz. There's no doubt, like you said, there's a debate out there on who's the best striker in the world, Isak or Haaland. There's no debate, like, you know what I mean? So
debate, I'd say that just the point I was making is that they're 1 and 2. So
so there's one. That's what I mean. There's no debate between who the 1 and 2s are, and they just invested in one or two best striker in the world. So though we've never seen this, and I get so irritated. I get so irritated because when my club, and shout out to my Blue Brothers weren't even spending like this, they were bashed for it. They were vilified for it. It's what's wrong with football. It's ruining. That's where things are at. So imagine, and because again, I look at this not just one-dimensional, not just two. It's four-dimensional out here. All right. When you're doing all this, and you're being vilified while doing it, let's be honest, that's a challenge in itself. When you're not being encouraged, when you're not kind of like touted as like the example, You have to like overcoming that while winning, and that's why I took so much pride when my club was doing it, because no one wanted us to do it. We were what's wrong with football. So we now have a club that's spending like this when everyone previously were vilified for it, and there's so much praise going on.
Oh yeah, nah, they still getting vilified for it.
Who's where?
Me here, right here. I'm
No,
vilified for them.
Flawless. I respect.
Right,
listen, shout out to 16K and beyond. I hear you, right? But
are you talking like mainstream media and stuff like that?
Flawless. Everybody. Everybody.
Because it's Liverpool though. They are liked in the media.
Yeah.
Like where you're not, because like, Liverpool are seen as like, which they are actually. They're one of the biggest clubs in the country, historic club, have had many successes in the past. So they're quote, whereas you lot, no one likes the new kids on the block. That's why you and Chelsea are so disliked. Because you're quote unquote the new kids on the block when it comes to success. It was United, it was Liverpool, it was Arsenal in terms of traditional. So you're gonna be hated same way if, I don't know, let's say a Brighton or Nottingham Forest, let's say a Brighton get taken over and do what you lot did. They will get hit the same hate too, whereas a Villa probably wouldn't. A Forest wouldn't do it because of the history they have. I think it's all nonsense in the end, like, to be honest. But it's only because you're successful. Yeah, but if the reason why you're being hated is you being successful, so I take that with a badge of honor.
No. The hate, no. But the thing is, the hate happens before the success hits.
Yeah, because we know that you're on your way to being successful.
Okay.
And you're winning around the top. It's not like City were like 10th. And then all of a sudden you won leagues. Like, we all gradually watched you lot get better.
Okay, but the problem, regardless, it's not just you. It was all of football. That's my thing.
Oh yeah,
all of football.
Because
this whole because it's the new guys, you guys are vilified. But let's keep the old guard, and that's all. I'm not
saying it's right, but that's the reason why. Like,
plus. I know there's a lot of things wrong in the world. I know that. I know it's not right, but I gotta speak on it. Right? We get it. We get how things happen in this world, but it's not right. And if I don't speak on it, who Flawless on your shows, no disrespect, on your shows, the features, who else is talking about it?
To tell you the truth, who I spoke to about it, obviously you got the Liverpool lot. Everyone's just hating, to be honest. But everyone's more so dealing with their own club. That's what there hasn't really been much conversation in surrounding rivals, because everyone's been transfer window. Normally you talk about yourself, unless it's a Q&A, talking about yourself. I'm doing Man United. We ain't really discussing Liverpool. This show, we do, because we both can't stand them. The Chelsea lot, the Spurs lot, the Yardman show. We're not really discussing rivals, because everyone's focused so much emphasis on ourselves. But it will be this season. Yeah,
but that's my point. But Flawless, you know what's funny though? Flawless, you know what's funny though?
Go on.
On those other shows, is there city hate talk? Has there been? Oh no, hold on. With regards to, let's go back to previous seasons with the spending and the acquisitions. Would there have been more discussions, more conversations on look at what those lot are doing over there?
There was more. What's it called? It was just more tiresome of you lot winning. That's what it was.
Okay,
that's what it was.
Well, pray that we don't get to the point of we're tired of Liverpool winning, because that would.
Oh yeah, of course, everyone hates it because you lot went through it. We had it. Chelsea have had it for a period, etc., etc. But like Beijing Pop said, this show here, it always discusses Liverpool. This is Liverpool hater central right here. I'm fully with it. I hear that. Don't worry, you lot. I've got it. I've got the box.
Is Pops acting like he doesn't talk about City over there when he's doing features with you? Let's not do that.
Yeah, he does, but there is much more. There is much more the Liverpool hatred on here than there is City chat on the Beijing show. Normally they crashing on me and United, to be honest. And Arsenal get. I would say on the Beijing show, Arsenal get more shots than you lot.
Yeah. But again, I don't punch down. That's me. I don't punch down.
So who would you be punching up or equal to, in your opinion?
To the point of, there's a lot more Liverpool talk. I'm not punching down, so I'm gonna talk about Liverpool. Why am I gonna punch down to Chelsea in previous shows, previous seasons? No disrespect, Flawless. We got a good vibe or whatever. When it's derby time, gloves are off. But it's been challenging the last few
Yeah, I do.
seasons.
I
I'm
do
not going
catch
to punch
smoke
down.
everywhere. Yeah, you always take shots as does the Bayesian show as well. United always get shots. That's one thing on here that's common. United always get shots.
Well, yeah,
but that's
you're the
probably
host.
because I'm
You're the host. You
oh,
gotta deal with
yeah,
that.
I've got to. It's so unfair, but here we are. But Isak, man,
Isak, man,
can you
listen,
finish above him? Not just him, but above Liverpool. This is a tall task. I don't think Pep can do. Hey, if Pep
I've
does
been
this,
saying
though,
it.
we have to give him credit. If Pep topples them,
If
this
anybody
adds to his
does,
resume.
if
Oh,
anybody,
yeah, if anybody does, but let's be honest, nobody's outside of you. No one's toppling them. Let's just have the conversation.
you know what?
Yeah, that was Ayo still just that was crazy what I said. Ayo, but go on.
Yeah, I'll try to let that slide.
That's like you got to big.
The Arsenal's performance wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad to keep the defending champs at Anfield.
But even if they go
that's
there,
what you want to do when you go away to Anfield. You want to keep the game tight. You want to maybe get out of there with a point. Your manager, legendary manager, said, "You know what? Let's get a point away and beat them at home." So,
it's different for us. The United Liverpool is different for us.
Why?
Because that's a game that they always. That was their cup final. Because they had nothing else going on them times.
Yeah, I see what you did there. Okay,
how you see that? That's the facts of the matter. That was their cup final. They was giving our treble. I think was it the treble year we won? It's either the treble year or the year after. Like they drew 3-3 with us. Go check that. If Liverpool played like against us,
Shots fired.
If they would have played against us like everybody else, they would have been much better in the league than that. They always gave us a game, man. All the time. It was a cup final.
So
it was the odd season they was challenging and they was high, but for the most part, it's like, come on. Whereas, like, but we're Manchester United, we're everyone's cup final, man. But here we are.
Crazy.
It's the only time you hear about like league games like 4 or 5 years in a row and it's an aggregate score because in your favor. That's how massive we are. You don't hear that anywhere else. It's facts though. We beat you 22-4 in the last 4 years. When was that thing?
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah, but that don't happen. Nowhere else does that happen. You know what I'm saying? Our player owns your ground. Yeah, because outside of winning 2 Prems in the Champs, he got nothing else to his name.
See, is it international break? This flawless. Normally,
what? What did I say that was incorrect? Yo, I'm just stating facts.
I see the man goes. What did I state that was incorrect? I'm just stating facts. While he's hitting with an uppercut. All good. I know it.
Sometimes the truth might hurt, yo.
I hear it. But the philosophy of when you play against your title competitors, your title
Arsenal
rivals,
gotta go for it, man. You can't go there. I'm sorry. Arsenal are a much better side than Bournemouth.
We'll talk about Arsenal later.
But back to your point, like Arsenal should have. I think I go one further. I think if Arsenal actually go for it, they win the game.
There was a spell within the game. I 100% agree with you. There was a spell where they should have taken advantage and maybe made changes earlier. But you're asking me whether I still. First of all, it's Liverpool's league to lose. Like I've been saying that for a minute with the acquisition, going back into the market and breaking a transfer record again. Nothing changes. They didn't get worse with Isak. They got better, and it is their league to lose. And I can't stress this enough. I know it's probably bothering Liverpool fans or even rivals to hear it, but when you're in a position of strength, and you've spoken about this, Wallace, when you're in a position of strength and you then go out and add to your weaponry, you then kind of quote unquote future proof because of what might happen with AFCON or what might happen with injury, right? They went out and got Isak to then also complement the midfielder that they bought, another record signing, right?
Oh, don't worry, we're going to get to the top 8 at the end of the stream. Don't worry about that, man. We're going to get Vega's top 8. Don't worry about that. Go on, carry on, Vega.
All right. I mean,
why did you say that?
Sure. Sure.
I'm actually genuinely interested to hear your top 4. Because for once, you actually have good reason to not put... I know you won't, but you'd actually have good reason to not put City first. Like, yours is the one I actually want to hear the most, in particular, your top 4.
Oh, okay. All right, then we'll share that.
Yeah,
we'll share that gem at the end of the show. Good production. Let the people wait for that. But
end of the stream, 100%. End of the stream.
But it's Liverpool's league to lose. My manager, my more importantly, my players need to learn quickly. I got too many of my fan base. So this is when I'm going to talk to my Manchester City fan base. I got too many that seem to have forgotten what type of investment and what type of time, what type of maturity was required for us to be this dominant. It didn't happen like that. As much as it may seem, because Pep came and first year, stumbled a little bit, but the second year Centurions, the only reason or the main reason why that happened, and shout out to Jose Mourinho, the famous clip that's been butchered and misunderstood by all of you out there talking about heritage. When he was breaking that down, obviously he was undressing United a little bit because of the criticism on how the club was doing and how, quote unquote, they were judging his performance. But while he was talking about heritage, he was using who? Who was he using as an example? Shout out to my man Flawless, looking good in the blue. He was talking about the blue side of Manchester. He said, look at what's happening over there. Those and what Pep was able to do were investments from the past. David Silva from the past, company from the past, right? When he was bringing up examples on how good City were able to continue being, wasn't just an overnight, one transfer window or two transfer windows, boom, we're doing it. It was over some time. And we aren't, in my opinion, turnkey ready to go. Players are going to have to play beyond their current form. My manager is going to have to, in my opinion, my manager is going to have to protect a few flaws, a few things that aren't capable of these players. He's going to have to hide a few of those things.
You have to tactically start getting things.
Yeah, he's like tactically, he's going to have to change things to hide the weaknesses, or maybe
say this, but you're right.
See, this is why you stop.
No, what reason why I say it's crazy?
No. I'm doing it. No, I'm doing it. This is why. No, this is why it's crazy. You're a lyricist. Your word choice is impeccable. When you want to point out that I'm saying something right, but you're kind of surprised by it.
No, I'm not. No. The reason why this is what you do about. No, the reason why I'm saying it's crazy because the entire time I've known you, City have been the dominant team. I happen to agree with what you're saying. So when I say it's crazy to you to say that Pep has to cover up the weaknesses and tactically has to get things right, when I say that's crazy, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's mad to hear because one, I've never heard you say it, and City haven't had to do that for a number of years now. Probably since Pep got here.
No, see,
you could say that.
I was with you until you. No, Pep has no. This is okay. Now I got to deal with so many narratives because
go on.
Everybody wants to tell me Pep can't do it unless he has world-class players. Everybody wants to tell me that Pep. Okay, cool. Everybody wants to say
the truth. That's lazy. That's a lazy narrative because when you look at a large proportion of players you signed under him, we look at them as world-class now, but it wasn't when Rodri signed. It wasn't that. When Akanji signed, it wasn't that.
Facts.
When John Stone signed, it wasn't. The list goes. Yes, there is a. Even when De Bruyne signed, it wasn't that. Of course, yes, there is a Haaland, for example. We all knew about him for it, but like a large proportion. Lazy.
That's it.
And this is me saying this as a United fan. So the reason why I say it's crazy to hear you say that is because you are not the dominant force, and you have been for a significant amount of time.
I think I missed a comma or a period where you were saying it's crazy. But okay. So it wasn't in relation to.
Yeah, not to what you were saying. It was crazy as into Ra. Like
I got you. We got there at the end. Chat. Yeah, all right. Flawless and I were cool again. The thing that's happening over here, is that Pep has had to hide the weaknesses. Pep has had to emphasize the strengths because when you have instances of having to make the team work with no striker, when we were trying to go into the market and actually, we all know the Harry Kane saga, there's a reason why Pep should get credit for hiding a blemish, right? Putting makeup and making things look all nice and cool. He's had to do the same thing because and it's funny, we just got a left back and Mendy, unfortunately, off the pitch issues. But from a left back standpoint, Pep's been making do for a minute now. You got Arsenal fans who've been cussing Zinchenko, and we made Zinchenko work. Now we're at we're at a moment of time where we don't have a right back. The right back is the position that we can't seem to fill, and Pep's got to make do. So when I say my players got to play beyond their form right now, my manager's got to go. He's got to tinker. He's got to figure out, okay, how do I maybe disguise? How do I fool the opposition on where I may be vulnerable, but they can't really exploit it? And that's what he's going to be. That's why he's paid the big bucks. That's what he's going to have to do. I'll be the first, and this is where I'm balanced. You guys know this. I'm not like these other frauds. My club isn't complete, but I'll be first to say neither is Liverpool, neither is Chelsea, neither is Arsenal.
Yeah, Liverpool are close to it though.
They're close, but then if you look at starting 11, I'm with you. But even with the starting 11, they just had all the money they spent that on their right back. The right back, the speed, the physicality of the Prem. Frankpong's got like hamstring issues. Early days, right?
Oh,
they got the depth.
They got Conor Bradley and they got Szoboszlai.
Yeah, so then you got a manager that's making a midfielder. Funny enough, Trent was a midfielder, but you got a midfielder that he's turning into a right back, right? But he's making do.
He's a better right back than he is a midfielder. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
What does Szoboszlai? He was debating this with crap. Apart from run up and down, what does he do in midfield?
Hey, you think I'm gonna debate whether Szoboszlai is a better midfielder? I'm just saying
we can have. But do you disagree with me? They might think that's not rating him.
I haven't seen it. My thing is I haven't seen enough of him as a right back to even comment on it. I think he's putting in a shift right now.
Yeah,
credit to him.
More comfortable at right back than he does in midfield anyway.
But there's a lesson here. Here, and I hope everyone, young and old, are listening. Right? Many think that speed and conditioning is like God-given. It's not. I do credit Szoboszlai for having the work rate that he has, for quote unquote being tireless. That is something mental in addition to you have to have the will to do it. Right? Everybody, Liverpool fans know there's so many players that are quick to run forward. We've all seen it. Everyone's quick to run forward, be a part of the attack. The ball's lost. They're dragging. They're slow to return, right? So I do give credit to Szoboszlai, and I think, again, if there's anything that any player needs to work on, I don't care what sport it is, work on your conditioning. Don't have that be an aftermath, because it'll do you well later in life as well.
Like I say, the 11 they've got is very good, and they do have good backup as well.
They do
very good backup.
They do. So
look at
when we go,
you look at the left backs, the center backs. Obviously, they didn't get Guehi, but they did sign Leone. Midfield is the only place you might look in the pivot a little bit like 10. You're good with Verts. You got TK. You got Isak. You got Gakpo, Salah, Rio, the youngster as well. Hey, that's a big problem for you. Look.
It's a huge problem.
Big problem for you. That's an absolutely mammoth problem for you. Look.
Well, it's a problem for the league.
Hey, no, not me. We ain't challenging for the league. It's a you problem, man. Oh, this is we stuff problem for the league. You always try on we. I remember this with Real Madrid when you started talking about we.
Yeah,
I was like, we are not in the Champions League. That's a
you're United. What are you talking about here?
We're not in the Champions League. Ironically, you got City and wait. Did you get Madrid again?
We always get Madrid. Listen,
yeah, man, you're happy about that.
This pressing the button, and fixtures coming up. Listen, we see all through it. We know what the UCL and the games that they want.
Oh, yeah, facts. They
right
know
on the calendar. You need a Real in City.
They give Veta the fixture he wants. You said, "Bring me Madrid." You want to face the best, so you're welcome. That's a good thing. I will be there for it. I'm cool with it too, man. I can't wait for City Madrid. Is that your place or their place?
Nah, I think it's at their place, to be honest.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's even better, man. That's even better. Yeah, just said it. See, that's who I'm fighting. You know what I'm saying? I even fighting them because we finished below them. I even Brighton, Fulham in them, man. I'm Wolves and Brentford in them, man. That's me. Well, yeah, go on. Gosh. I said, we problem? No, that's a problem for you. You're contending for the league. We are not contending for the league.
Wait. Are you not going to do your bit to stifle their attempt at the Prem?
Of course, when we play them twice, we will aim to get 6
points. Okay, because that's the we I mean. Like when
we play you over international break, and when international break finishes, and we're gonna aim to take 3 points again from you.
Oh yeah, 3 points
in.
Right.
And say with, hey, you might be hammering and I'm not. You might
No,
have gotten
I'm
another
hammering
train.
out.
Oh,
I'm
see, you're
hammering
still
out.
on the train. You're still on the
I'm
other
with
train
you.
on the Canadian Express. So you know,
I'm with you. What are you no, I'm with you. I am with you. What are you doing? Wait. Why am I not welcome?
Took you too long, man. You know what I'm saying? Train left the station. No more,
I don't
man.
care.
You had
I don't
ample
care.
opportunity.
I'm on board.
Nah,
And
if it took you till after the year, like the summer, after the window finished, like as soon as when was I done? In
it's not fair.
January.
I'm not allowing it.
I was done in January. So yeah,
I'm not allowing it.
time's
I'm
passed.
not allowing it.
You know,
No.
9 months too
There's
late.
no way. There's no way I give you more time than you giving me more time.
Why? What do you give me
It's
time
taking
for?
you 2 years to be like, City, you must.
Because it's never been a City you must thing until now.
Wow.
Because I've never had it was a what
are you talking about? That's a damn lie. Wait, before that's a damn lie, and I caught you out because before it was stopping Arsenal, it was stopping Liverpool. So what are you talking about? It was never City.
Yeah, but I knew you was gonna stop Arsenal, so it wasn't a you must. It was.
Oh, you knew that, right?
Yeah, I told you about your boy Arteta and Arsenal. As long as I've known you, I've told you about them lot, and they're no threat to the Premier League, whereas Liverpool are genuinely a threat not only to the Premier League, they are a threat to the Champions League, they are a threat to a FA Cup and a Carabao Cup. Do I think they win all four? No, but they are a genuine threat. So I ain't saying, hey, stop them. I'm saying, hey, Vato, you gotta make Houston, we have a problem. That's what you have. You got a major problem, man, Vato.
All right.
You got a major problem on your hands there in the red side of Merseyside. That's not a me problem. I'm fighting Wolves and Brentford and them, man. That's where I'm, man. As you like to remind me, and Bajan Pops like to remind me, and everyone else, we finished 15th. So therefore, and you're the manager out as well. So we are in a complete shit show. So don't worry about that. We ain't worried about the top of the league. We worried about top half. That's where we're trying to
see, that's not.
Let's get to top half, man. Please.
That's not fair. Top half.
We're 8th currently, man.
I was more supportive of your club than you were because I had you guys ranked higher last season.
Yeah, I know. And how wrong was you?
Well, I was wrong, but I had ambition, and I saw that your club that's all I'm saying. So don't do this. I talked down on United. I had you guys in a better mix last year
because you like to do like Faz was talking about this, like giving the fiends what they want, because there's United fans who watch this and United fans out and content creators who still believe in this rubbish. No. What I'm saying is because there's fans who believe in this rubbish. You are gonna feed it to them. That's why. Oh, you're United. No. Unhealthy food, man. Don't worry, man. Here's this Kool-Aid, man. I got you.
No. If there's anything that I do, I provide water with the terrible food that's being eaten already.
Yeah, but sure, man. You provide Kool-Aid. That's what it is. Kool-Aid for them, blood. Had people telling us 4th and being like, yeah, United can finish in the top 4. Why can't they?
I think, well, again, now you'd be in agreement. If you guys had a better manager, I think it's realistic.
Top 4, definitely top 6.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm at.
What was the key phrase you said in that? Better manager.
Yeah, better manager. And I'm with you, hammering out. Better manager.
Not with me. Again, we might be headed to the same destination. We are different train lines.
Week one. I was like hammering out. Week 1, I was hammering out. I saw.
That's too late. I was hammering out from January, so it's too late.
Oh, that's just silly. I will do this.
Eventually, right? But go on.
I will do this though.
This guy.
I will be.
Let's talk about a major problem on the red side and Merseyside. Are you not worried?
I'm not worried until I see evidence to be worried.
Okay, so you're not worried from a paper perspective. You're saying, "Hey, show me now, ball out."
I can't do that. No,
they played well. They've won 3 games in 3.
They didn't play well.
That's what I'm saying.
3 games in 3.
They haven't been at their best and played 3 and have won 3 games in 3. Whereas you're 1 in 3.
I'm 1 in 3. Poor performance versus Brighton. I'll be the first to admit it. Did I expect it to be 2-1? Yes, but not that way. I thought we were going to win 2-1. And the way we played in that first half, I thought, we're 1-0 up. We've been having our chances. Guys aren't clinical. Let's keep it going. We did not have that. We did not sustain that last year.
Big up, Corey. He's talking about Arteta when he said, tell him about his boy. And speaking of someone else, can I ask Vader, how does he feel about his boy Ten Hag being sacked by Leverkusen after 3 competitive matches? Your thoughts on that? As a manager, you backed at my football club, said I was too hard. I was too harsh on, and I needed to give more time to. And then he's gone to Germany, and they've sacked him after 2 matches.
Before I answer that,
Well,
Jazz, let me do this. Let's bow our heads. No, let's all bow our heads. Let's pray for Areola and Glasner. Let's pray for them, because that is the fate that will be applied to them, like Ten Hag.
Blame Manchester United for Ten Hag shortcomings. I get it, man.
No, not just Ten Hag. The list of managers post United.
Yeah, it's just Oli, Mourinho, Moisey, Ten Hag. Not that they're not good enough. Blame Manchester United.
I'm just saying, flawless.
Go ahead.
I know this airs at a later time. You like to use the girl analogies.
Mm-hmm.
Strap up when you're with the United chick, because afterwards, catching all kind of problems. Because name the manager, it's just Ten Hag. Unfortunate. I don't know. They got rid of so many players over there. He's 2 games in. I don't know what they expected from him. It must have been a communication thing. It must have been.
They realized what I've been telling you. They realized what I've been telling. They figured it out in the space of 3 months. What I was telling you for months.
Nah, he must have done something wrong. He must have hit on.
You know what he did wrong? Manage like Eric Ten Hag. Same way as Mourinho did. Same way Oli did. But blame Manchester United for these managers' shortcomings. Because you know what's fantastic.
What?
If these managers were successful, then we would get the blame. But when these managers
are
unsuccessful, we still get the blame. You know how I know this is rubbish? Because it happens with players. When we sell players deemed not good enough and they're unsuccessful, we get the blame. But then when players are successful, we also get the blame.
Wait, hold on. Okay, let's do 1 + 1 + 1.
Go.
If player over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I like to chill in the cut. I like to listen, be on a few channels. If play over there is getting talked up by all the United fans, oh, this player's gonna do that. This player's this. This player, this manager. Oh, can't wait. Get him over here. This is what's gonna happen. If they do all that over there, right? All of you guys hyping up, breaking down, showing why they're so good. They now come over to United, stink up the place, and leaving United stink up the place, and don't look anything like they were before joining you. Who are we to blame? Same goes for the player. If the player that you guys are hyping up comps and saying, oh, in this system, and look what he's gonna do, he's gonna cook. He cooks before he comes over there, comes to you guys, looks bummy, then leaves and looks bummy. Who are we to blame? And again, same thing. If he's cooking, comes to you guys, look bummy, leaves, and then cooks again, who are we to blame? There's a common denominator. The bumminess happens at United. I think it's fair to say.
Your skill don't disappear. Especially as a manager. Your skill doesn't disappear. If you're a quality manager, because you know what's crazy? Quality managers have cooked certain places, gone somewhere and failed, moved elsewhere and been successful again. So that's not on Manchester United. Ten Hag is not a good manager. That's why. Oli, like I told you, is not a good manager. Mourinho, love him to death. Mourinho, one of my favorite managers of all time, without doubt. I've modeled a lot of my tactics on Football Manager after that, man. Second favorite manager of all time, 110%. One of the best runs I've ever seen in regards to his run from Porto, Chelsea, into Milan. But he's did it. He's cooked, and he's been cooked for a long time. And that pays me to admit, and a lot of people can't accept that Mourinho is done.
When did the cooking start? Flawless?
Before us, after Madrid. It was after Madrid.
After Madrid?
Mourinho, after Madrid, yes.
Okay, so he was already cooked before he joined you guys.
He was cooked before us, yes. But people
so
just
were
didn't
you,
want to.
Were you hyped up? Were you one of the ones? Because you said he was your manager. You followed him.
Yeah, because you don't want.
Oh, so you didn't see that he was cooked before he joined you?
No, because you want to know. Because I believe that he could. I believe he still had it, and I also, on top of that, I didn't want to believe that he was finished.
Okay.
I didn't want to. You don't want to feel like you don't want one of your greats to be out. It's like when I watched. Trying to think. When I watched Mayweather fight Conor McGregor, Mayweather, my favorite fighter of all time, he won the bout, yes, but his times in the ring, he looked old, and I was like, oh shit, I don't like that. People won't see certain things. There was times, even though he won the fight comfortably and was in no trouble whatsoever, there's moments in the fight where he looked old, and it's like you don't want to see that. That's the point of me. You don't want to see the people, the sports people you idolize.
Yeah, but he was no longer fighting. He was no longer fighting then. He did that for a paycheck. No, he wasn't.
No, he was still. I swear he was still active when he fought.
No, he wasn't. That was like, oh, this guy's talking too much nonsense.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Wait, let me double check that.
he wasn't. Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't active like that.
Let me double check. I'm gonna have a look right now as we speak. Give me a second. Where are we at? Let me check.
Mayweather was one of those.
Yes, it was only 2 years. It was only 2 years removed. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, but listen, no, you know how Mayweather carried himself.
But the point is, I'm making he's only 2 years removed, and it shouldn't have been that. But to Mourinho's point, yeah, after Madrid he was finished. When you go back and check it, yes, he was
after Madrid. He was finished.
After Madrid, he was finished.
Your rose-colored
even though he went to Chelsea, even though he went to Chelsea and won the league, look at how they started the season after he won the league, and look at where they was look at where he was when they sacked him.
I'm cool.
That was that little bit that stint he had with Chelsea was the last prime of him.
Listen.
Look at. Do you remember what happened last night? The third season he was there. And
it was terrible. It was terrible.
Yeah, like that don't happen to go. Like for instance, that won't happen to Pep. Worst case scenario for Pep is like 3rd, 4th. He's not leaving you in 15th, 16th.
I hear that.
Yeah.
We're currently in 13th. The thing that I'm gonna let you have that, Flawless. Again, we weren't talking like that back then. Yeah. You might have thought that he was cooked, but you're kind of ignoring it and hoping for the best. That's all cool.
No, you still think he's gonna be there 100%.
The poison at United is different. That's all that it is. There's and again, I got no problem. I think you guys need to sack Amarin. I'm just saying, pray for the next manager. Because the track record post United is terrible. Like you could be real. Like listen, flawless. Let me say this.
Well,
you happen to be the brother. Mm-hmm. So whichever next manager is lined up or being sought after at United. All right. Are you trying to tell me when you know there's other managerial jobs out there that you're not going to be like, hey, are
you good? Do I believe you're good? So let's say it's you hypothetically. And your take, let's say
no, don't use me. I'm not going to United.
Okay, so let's say it's my brother, like you said, someone I'm close to, like I am with you.
Yeah.
Are you good enough? That's what I'm asking. Stop blaming the institution. Stop blaming the club. Are you good enough? Are you walking into an ideal situation? Absolutely not. You're not walking into an ideal situation, no. But are you good enough? Outside of Pep at City, no manager who's had success in the Premier League ever has walked into an ideal situation. And
Wait, what?
I said outside of Pep at City, no one's walked into, and even Pep, Pep's the closest is walking into an ideal situation.
Hold on.
Because you had all the people upstairs.
Hold on. How do you explain what just happened at Liverpool?
I don't think it was an ideal situation. It was a good situation, but was it ideal? No. Slot was not walking into an ideal situation. No.
Hold on. One manager came in their first year and won the Prem. You want to talk about you said Pep's the only one when Pep needed a year to win the Prem. One was more ideal than the other.
No.
One got exposed. Hold on. No. We got to be real here. One thing got exposed. The squad that Liverpool had was good enough to win the Prem.
No, it was. That wasn't. Let's not do that. That's hindsight. That was not general consensus. Where did you have Liverpool last season?
Flawless. I'm not an expert. It has nothing to do with what. No. We don't. Why do we do this?
Where did you have Liverpool last season?
It has nothing to do with what I thought. Flawless.
Yeah, it does, because the thing is, and this is my point to answer your question about someone going to manage Manchester United. The reason why Slot was successful at Liverpool because of his skill level. That's why. Skill. He's a very good manager. Them managers you mentioned, despite our shortcomings, are not good enough. Hence why they got sacked elsewhere. This is why it took Ole Gunnar Solskjaer 5 years to get a job. If you are that skilled in your field, it took him. I'm not doing hindsight because you know what's crazy? I told my mum this. But my mum swears by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Swears by him to this day. Always like, oh, why are you always on his case? I said it took him 5 years to get a job. You love him. If it took me 5 years to get a job, I'm a bum and I'm your son. Let's not do this. There's no surprise. I said I'm on stream saying these things. That Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was not getting a top European job anywhere. Where did he end up? Where did he manage?
Okay. You wanted to use the 5 years, I think is unfair. Because because there's managers that after getting sacked take time away from football.
Not for 5 years, not no top level managers.
No, what I'm
But
telling
that's the
you.
point I'm making, Ollie.
No, but my point is,
let's not move the goalpost or go off.
I'm not moving the
Ollie's not
goalpost.
good enough, and the footballing world determines that. There's no top manager that is leaving a Big Six club in England and takes 5 years to get a job. Guaranteed, Ange Postecoglou will be back in work, and it won't take him 5 years, and it will be in a top European league. It will not be Turkey. It won't be the top 5, top 6. There's a reason for that. Mourinho's been done. This is why after us, where did Mourinho go?
Flawless, but you'd be the first to admit Ange isn't good enough.
Depends what you're looking for. What are you looking for?
Okay, now it depends on what we're looking for.
Man, it's Ollie's not good enough. Period.
Okay.
Ange, do I think Ange is a good Premier League level manager? Yeah, even though he's failed and horrendously. Actually, yeah,
Flawless. My whole
I think he's
point.
good enough.
My whole point with regards to let's take a moment and pray, because Areola, Glasner.
If Areola and Glasner move here and fail, that means they're not good enough. They weren't good enough.
Yeah, and
but they'll go they'll go.
I got no problem
and should be successful.
I have no doubt that they're going to fail coming to United. What I'm praying for is that they don't have the poisonous residuals like all the previous managers at United.
No poisonous residuals. Them managers were just cooked or not good enough in the first place. Otherwise, they would have had success elsewhere.
You honestly believe Moyes wasn't good enough and didn't need time?
But I didn't want Moyes in the first place. There was no Moyes should have never been at Manchester United Football Club.
Your greatest ever manager wanted Moyes.
He made a mistake in that. It shouldn't have been taken out of his hands. He's not a director of football. He's not a CEO. He's not a COO. I love Sir Alex Ferguson, but a grave mistake.
Oh my gosh.
No way should your current manager pick your next manager. And if we're being really real, he gave it to his boy. If we're being really real, they're brethren. That's why he gave him the job.
So, all right. I won't ask you the manager question until Amarin's sacked, but
that's when I'm going to take it. That's when I'm going to genuinely take it like into consideration, because I don't think he's as close to being sacked as people think.
No. I don't know. Maybe before the new year, but
before the new year. Yes.
Yeah, this is going to be. We're going to be here again. Like the expectations over at United are incredibly high.
That's what happens when you're.
There's not going to be no manager. There's not going to be any manager that's going to satisfy it.
A successful manager will. This ain't the first time Manchester United have been in the cycle. By the way, United have been in the cycle before.
Yeah,
and it took. I think it was 5 managers. I think it was 5 managers from Matt Busby.
Yeah, you guys had a terrible run before Sir Alex.
Yeah. And then we had a successful stint. Like football goes in cycles, but people act like it's just Manchester United. You lot went 100 years without a league title for a reason, but eventually got it right.
This is why you guys need to be patient. United fans don't seem to like you. You calmly said it. You have that perspective. Football goes in cycles. So many United fans are losing their minds when they don't realize things go in cycles. Your long stint losing.
Football fans ain't bright. You know this. There's fans who are still hammering in.
Well, I think they need to see more losing before they're going to be hammering out.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? There's fans who sworn by Ten Hag to the last.
You guys win the derby. Of course, there's going to be hammering in.
Yeah, which is just idiotic.
Wait. If a manager is good enough to beat Pep, you don't think a manager deserves more time?
No. Wow. But I don't base it off just beating Pep. Ollie beat Pep. I think he had a good record against him, to be honest. And it took him 5 years to get a job.
Wait, until you know why it took him 5 years.
We know why it took him 5 years to get a job. We know why.
Plus, have you ever had a severance package? Have you ever had a severance package?
No.
That's when you that's
I know what a severance package is. I've never had one personally, but I know. Yeah, that's what it is, man.
All right,
man was managing Manchester. So man was managing Manchester. It was 4 years.
He had a severance package. Okay,
he had a severance package.
It was only 4.
That great. It was 4 years. It was just before someone says, it was 4 years. 21 to 25. It was 4 years, and he turned down all these top jobs to end up in Turkey.
He took 2 years off because a nice severance package. Let me just
Yeah,
chill.
man.
Let me not
He-
deal with all this stress
He
and all this
wasn't on
pain.
panel show talking about how he'd love to get back in management in that time. No, you didn't say
Yeah,
that. That didn't happen.
you got to put that out there. You got to
Yeah,
let
cool,
people
man.
know that you're
Like I
interested.
say, man, you and Ollie lovers can dress it up however you want, man. He failed because the reason why he wasn't wanted is because he's not good enough. What we talking about? But he had all these top offers from all these people. Let me just clear this up for you. He had all these top offers in Europe over a 4-year period, and then went, wait, no, I'm gonna go to Besiktas at Turkey. That's the one I want. All right, man. Sure. I was telling you the level that he was getting. Or even top 6 European in a European league. What we doing out here, man? I was saying,
Yeah.
I'm all for saying
maybe Ollie heard all the nonsense. Let's see him do it from scratch. Let's see him work with a small club and prove that he can win. Maybe he heard all that
Now
nonsense.
we seen how that
all the
went.
way.
Relegation. We seen how that happened.
Let the man
Before,
get back
before
to
us,
it.
to your point, before us, we seen that. He got relegated.
Yeah, but no, getting relegated and having a fresh start and doing it from the beginning post United is different.
But you said a small club, so we've seen him at a small club. But hey, we move. But like
I
I said, in it, Oli, Mourinho, Ten Hag, all not good enough. That's why they were sacked at Leverkusen,
Van Gaal,
the back check.
Van Gaal, not good enough.
Now Van Gaal's a good coach. Van Gaal's a good coach. Van Gaal's the one that I look at and go, yeah, I just think Van Gaal's ideas are supremely outdated.
Oh, he was cooked. If your ideas are outdated, you're cooked.
Yeah, I would say so. But he was still a good enough coach to like, depends what you're looking for. Where Manchester United are trying to go, no. But do I think Van Gaal could coach in the European League? Yes. And be a respectable manager, yes.
Flawless. You know what I find comical though, which has been
he can coach.
I don't mean to laugh at what's happening over at United, but you know when Sir Alex left and then you had the performance of that next manager and everybody, United fans would say, this has been the worst since Sir Alex, right? So doing all these, having all of these, like losing their minds and all the bashing, like this is the worst since, and it's always like trying to stop that this is the worst since, rather than let some things simmer a little bit, let some growing pains happen, maybe let a manager figure out what works and doesn't work, right? Let a backroom staff figure all that stuff out. But the worst since, it keeps getting worse since. After sacking these managers, it keeps getting worse since.
Absolutely. Because the decision makers have awful too. They have changed, but the decision makers have got it wrong. That's what's happening. There's a manager out there, or let me clarify that. There's managers out there that can manage United and be successful.
You think so?
Yes. Of course. Of course there is. But what I will say to that is there's very, like, it's a small percentage. The same way there's a small percentage you can manage Manchester City and be successful. Let me just kill this dead. There's a small percentage of managers out there that can manage at the elite level and be successful. It's less than 1%. That's why when you look at all the managers that have been at Manchester City, have been at United, been at Arsenal, been at Liverpool, been at Chelsea, how many of them have been successful at the highest level and sustained it? Very few.
No.
How many managers outside of Pep? How many managers at City have had success and sustained it?
Well, you throwing out sustaining, I need to understand.
That's what you get paid for, is sustained success.
But
you don't get paid big money to come in and win one league and then go 4 years without one.
Okay, hold on. So, are you? I've had Mancini and Pellegrini.
Yeah.
Post new owners, right? Mm-hmm. They didn't have long stints, 3 years.
Okay.
Now Pep's had this long stint. He's been able to have this level of success, but be real with me, please.
Oh, of course.
If Klopp was your manager, does he get the time?
Yes.
So he would have gotten the time before.
United, do I think he gets the time? Yes, I think so.
Okay,
Yes.
so you think he gets? Okay. So this is him coming over from.
Because I look at the managers that they've given time to. I think Klopp definitely gets time. Yes.
No, this is okay. You're messing up the timeline. I'm talking about at the time of
What year?
who you gave time to.
Okay.
If Klopp came in at the time of when you were getting managers, like getting rid of managers.
Yeah. I think he gets time. Yes. 100%. I think Klopp does the same thing here that he did at Liverpool. Yes.
So Klopp would have come through pre-Jose. Is that that's the right timeline?
I'll tell you now. You want the timeline, don't you? Give me a second. I'll find out now.
And the reason why I bring this up is because I don't
Klopp
think
he joined Liverpool 2015.
Yeah.
So the Manchester United manager at that time was, I think was it Mourinho? Was it Van Gaal? Fuck, I don't know. I'll tell you now. 2015, the manager was Van Gaal, yes.
So I get it. We can't quite take Van Gaal out because I think he probably joined. Well, I guess we could. If it happened to be Klopp that first year for Van Gaal, and how I think Klopp finished 8th?
Finished 7th. Seventh, yes. Yeah.
You guys, you honestly believe that you guys as United and you think of your fan base
halfway through the season, yes, because I don't do results-based analysis.
Okay. And then do you think,
because I think Van Gaal finished 6th, I don't really have an issue with that.
All right, cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Oh, yeah. Now, or was it 4th or wherever he finished 4th or 6th or something like that? But yeah.
Now, do you think, because again, this is where I'm gonna catch you out, Flawless. There's tapes out there. There's tapes of how you
catch me out because I know exactly where this is heading.
When would you have sacked Klopp?
But
does Klopp make it as long as he did to just 2 seasons ago, or would you have sacked? Would you have sacked Klopp sooner than that?
No, because I could see the upward trajectory.
Really?
Yes. It was no surprise to me that Klopp won the league or the Champions League.
Wait, so
no surprise or no shock.
Okay, hear me out. After winning the Prem, he hasn't won it since. Yeah, he gave you a.
When did he win the Prem? Did he not win the Prem? Did he not win the Champions League the year after?
No, he won the champs. Then the next year won the Prem.
Okay, cool. Let me just double check. I'm just making sure I got this correct.
I think
maybe a year beforehand, because he was at Liverpool. Yeah, 2024. He left obviously Liverpool. So probably a year prior to it, because of his what's the word I'm looking for?
You're trying to tell me you're not sacking Klopp if he finishes behind Arteta?
No, you got money in the bank. No, because you've just won a Premier League and a Champions League in 2 years. No, it's money in the bank. You've won a Premier League and a Champions League. That holds weight, because it's like, all right, you can get back there. At times, Fergie didn't finish as high up the table he did, but you know what? You had money in the bank. As harsh as I am as a critic of you, do something here. It's like when people try to use, Fergie failed and in his first few years. Did you see Sir Alex Ferguson's resume before he joined Manchester United? If Amorim had that resume, I'm much less critical, because I'm like, all right, there's certain more to you. Fergie's got records that stand to this day before me and you was born in Scotland. What are we doing out here?
Okay.
Like, there's levels to this. No, I'm just pointing that out when people say, well, Fergie struggled, so you should allow Amorim. No, their resumes are not the same before they got here. The resumes ain't the same. People go do your research. We all have Google.
Now,
but the point I'm making is probably a season before. But if you win a Premier League and a Champions League within 2 years, and also do everything prior to that, improve us. I can see a clear improvement on the pitch. I can see a clear style of play. I can see exactly what you're doing. I go, yes, you're going to be successful here. And he won trophies after that, probably the season before, because of his loyalty to players who need to be removed. I think that was his downfall. He was too loyal to old players. That was it.
Well, the funny thing is,
you would have sacked him. Like I already know. Nah, I wouldn't have sacked him. You win a Prem and the champs, I'll defend you.
Okay.
Unless like you have to be horrendous. You have to go from winning the Prem and the champs to like 17th.
Hey, it's cool. I'm not gonna do this now. There's a lot of you've done tons of features. I'm sure there's probably some content out there with you crashing it on Liverpool fans or crashing on the manager.
Of course, I crashed it on Liverpool fans and club. Of course, I'm a Manchester United fan. I can crash it on people I rate. I rate Pep. I say Pep's one of the GOATs. I've crashed it on Pep numerous times. You think I'm a Manchester United fan? You think I don't crash on the rivals?
But see, this is the thing, Flawless. I don't crash. I don't say things that aren't believed. Like, I don't do things just for the sake of being a rival. Like, if I say something,
I crash on it with facts.
Yeah, but are you trying to tell me that you weren't talking about if Klopp was anywhere else, he would have been sacked?
No, I never said that.
Okay.
Them words never left my mouth. I was just crashing on Klopp for not doing more.
Okay.
With the team that he had, he should have done more. He should have won more. You can't have those players and some of the best players we've seen in the Premier League era and 4 or 5 world-class players, which they were, and not win more.
That's true.
I'm on record of calling him a spicy Wenger. I said that shit, and that was years ago. I'm the one who called him word to Hassam. I called him Super Saiyan Luigi. That was me.
That's rude. That's
factual. Well, blame Hassam. Okay. I was fighting for my life at that point. So here we are. We just got battered 7-0. Well, I was like, you know where you gonna go to? Like, what we doing out here? But nah, like we got here Beijing Pops, yeah. Oh yeah, I know you ready for this crossover because of this Joker. But back to Brighton anyway.
But wait, hold on. You know, Pops thinks he's ready. Let me be clear. He thinks he's ready for the crossover. The people in the chat, the fans, y'all deserve it. Like when the crossover happens, that's cool. But let me keep it clean. Pop thinks he's ready. What does Eddie? What does Smiling Eddie have to say over here?
Eddie said, "Hey Vader, thoughts on Samurai Jack looking like himself after leaving solitary confinement." So you're talking about Jack Grealish balling out at Everton. Your thoughts?
Eddie, you're better than this.
No, he's
Eddie.
not. He's not.
He should be. Eddie, you should be better.
No, whether he should be or not, this is Eddie, man. Eddie despises. So yeah, Sham, ask the question again. My bad. Ask the question again. I'll star it. You know how
so,
again.
Eddie, you're United, right? You talk about how Flawless was giving up the examples about players that have left the club, managers that have left the club. You know what it is. The badge is heavy over at City, right? Grealish thought it was a little too much.
Oh, the badge is heavy at City. Okay, all right. So that affected his performance at Manchester City, even though he's in a great environment. Okay, I know that one. Sorry, go on, carry on.
Grealish has been in a great environment, but he said it year one. He said it year one when he came to the club. He didn't, looking at everybody that was around him, looking at the players that he's playing with, he felt a ways. There was a little bit of like an intimidation. There's I don't want to mess up type thing. And again, he didn't do himself any favors with how he conducted himself off the pitch, because I think that also didn't give the manager much confidence in relying on him. But listen, Jack doing his thing. He's out on loan. It's not like Jack can't come back home. Jack, you're out on loan. Show that you still love the game. Show that you want to be the best professional you can be, and there's room for you back at City. I was drowning king, man. I was fighting for my life them times, man. Lost my voice and everything. It's crazy. And Hassamza was on my case, yo. Yes. He says if I was in Cone prison, I'd go crazy too. Yeah, he's not with it, man. But I'm glad you know that a badge weighing heavy can affect a player at a football club. Interesting. So it's not big bad City. Well, when I say that, it's also because of, again, the 100 million price tag over his head. That release clause was a lot that weighed on him tremendously. Ten Hag is described as resistant to advice, repeatedly attempting to interfere in squad planning despite prior agreements, and increasingly suggesting players from his agency SEG. So I bet that's United's fault. No, that's not. Okay, so that's why that's part of the reason why he got sacked. But this whole working with his agency, he probably picked that up from Sir Alex and his son back in the day. So
Yeah,
maybe
man, it works, man. Mr. 115 charges. Vale, how do I feel about Cherky out for 2 months?
wow. No.
How do you feel? What?
Listen, everybody in the chat. Whenever someone mentions 115, I got him.
I didn't say
I
you're
got
guilty.
him.
I just said 115 charges. I didn't say you're guilty.
I got you. You see, when you lost the battle, you got to go 115. We know how it goes.
No, what do you mean lost the battle? Like have you not got 115 charges still looming over your football club?
It's still
pending.
In
It's pending,
or
right?
whatever they're doing. Yeah.
So that's all I did was stay in a fact. That's it.
No, the Flawless. You know what you did.
What did I do?
You know
all
when
I did was state a fact.
Hey, Pops does this when Pops is losing, when he's struggling, when he's a little doozy.
When I catch Pops with you talking about picking it up, and we know that you lot.
When I catch a rival, it doesn't matter who it is. When I catch them when they're wobbling,
that's just
the
easy.
first thing that they do, they're them grabbing and hugging not to get any more damage, is to mention 115.
Nah, it's just an easy one. That's what it is, because it's hilarious. Because it's like 115 charges. I didn't say anything wrong. It was just irony from you. That's all. I was just pointing that out. Because I don't think Sir Alex Ferguson and his son were actually found guilty of anything, right? What were they found guilty of?
You don't.
I'm asking, were they found guilty of anything?
Hold on. Whether they were found guilty or not, are we ignoring that there wasn't that that connection between agency and Sir Alex?
I don't even know the full story, to be honest. I was too busy celebrating trophies.
Well, I don't fault you at that. We'll do our research. We'll be back on future shows. Maybe someone in the chat will do their Googles and
yeah. Like I don't know, but I was just pointing it out. Like the irony, I'm not hearing about 115 charges, talking about talking about what Fergie and his son did. But here we are. You lot cooking books, talking about you lot made more than us. You know what I'm saying?
Flawless.
Off the field.
Flawless. Let me do this real quick. Because I know you're in your feelings. Fergie dealt with. Fergie got asked about it.
Down and still taking shots, This guy will be drowning, yeah, and will still take shots, drowning, and he's still saying, "Fuck
I'm
you."
not drowning. Let me Sir Alex was asked the question in a press conference, and you're not supposed to.
What do you do?
You're not supposed to ban or ignore the press. He basically ignored.
The BBC. Yeah, the BBC.
Because of them inquiring about this whole connection between agency and son and
stuff. For the BBC, I hear it, man. Like, so don't chat shit about me and my son.
He asked the question.
Nah, it wasn't no question. Nah, they did a documentary on it. It wasn't no question. I think they did not a series. They did a program on it, I believe. I'll have to double check. There's something around them, which I get. I'm not obliged to talk. I don't have to talk to the media.
Okay. I think you have to.
We don't. Hey, try. Let's see the Sun try and get into a Liverpool football conference. Highly doubt it. Highly doubt any. For those that will know that there's a reason they don't even sell the Sun in Liverpool, the newspaper. They don't even sell it. Obviously, that's serious matters with Hillsborough and everything like that. But that's the point I'm making: is anyone can get banned. I don't have to talk to you.
Okay, we'll do our homework. We'll do our homework.
Yeah, do our homework. But yeah, I'm just saying, innit? Like you want to throw dirt, and you.
I didn't throw dirt. I did throw dirt. You brought up the quote with regards to Eric Ten Hag and agency. There's obviously been a connection.
Yeah, he learned it from us. How do you feel about Cherky being out for 2 months?
And you lost your breath with a gut punch, and then you had to mention 115. How I feel about Cherky? Listen, I'm disappointed that it happened so early in the season. I'm not surprised.
I hear everything, King. This guy thinks that, like, I hear everything. We was on his Samuel A-listers. This guy was taking shots and shit.
Oh my gosh. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at the injury, unfortunately. Oh, actually, let me say this real quick.
Go on.
That show is gonna be a problem. Like, I'm gonna warn you right now.
Why is A-listers gonna be a problem?
Right? Husam's gonna lose his mind. I'm telling you, he's gonna.
Why? Because he's dealing with you.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm already seeing it, and I'm already seeing that the man has to go close to the microphone. He has to do the whole watch.
Yeah, because he's got 6 talkers on there. That's why.
Oh no.
People like who all. I think 5 out of the 6 of us all have our own channels as well. Go on.
No, peep it. Listen, you're gonna notice a pattern. He's gonna be like, Vader, let me hear you say blah blah blah. I'm gonna get 10 words out, and then the man's gonna be stepping on. Because again,
Because you're a wind up, man. That's why, man. You're a wind up.
No, it's certain
You're a
facts that he
wind up.
doesn't want to hear, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. Listen, the Shirky injury, unfortunate. The
Shirky
physicality to this league cannot be ignored. This league is absolutely unique. If you want to say what do they say a prem tart or whatever, if you want to like claim me to be one of those, that's up to you. But there is a difference with regards to how football is played over here in England or over there in England, and Shirky's gonna have to get up to speed. We're seeing it right now. We're seeing it with Shirky. I saw it with Reinders. Like there's just a learning curve to it, and there's just an understanding of pace and pace, power, and even timing, right? Liverpool fans don't get triggered, but even with regards to Verts, you can see that he's going to need a little time, and I'm not writing him off with regards to a player, but even with him, quality player that he is, you can see that there's that adaptation, and I think Shirky will be all right. My laundry list of injuries is long though. I don't have it at the top of my head, but
is it that bad?
Yeah, I got like, especially after this last game, maybe. Let me be fair. Maybe it's some mind games because some players didn't want to go out on international duty, so they kind of said, you know what, I'm injured. But I got Foden. I still got now I got Shirky. I think Kostanov had a little nick. Gavardio, who's been great, hasn't been able to play this season. He's been injured. Who's also suffered an injury? Obviously Kova. I'm forgetting someone else.
Tuesday, the badges were heavy. Yeah, because you knew what we were talking about with managers. That's why you knew I was right in regards to the managers and the percentage that we are all looking for is we are looking for the top 1%. That's the issue.
No, the issue is flawless. Hold on.
Go on.
The issue is United. You guys aren't going to take risk on an up and comer. So when it comes down to like,
what would you class as an up and comer?
Like you guys won't do the Amarin again. You guys won't do a out of.
You don't think that?
I don't believe you guys will do it.
You mean we don't pick outside of the Premier League again?
I don't think you guys do that again.
Which I think actually is the smart move.
You think
that's
now? Smart move?
Yeah, the next manager doesn't have to be the guy who takes us to the Premier League. Not necessarily. Okay. You don't have to be that.
Yeah, but
you could be the guy who takes us to the next point.
Yeah, but what is that next point? Is the next point wanting
could be top 4 side FA Cups, League Cups,
but not this year.
Fuck no, this year.
Yeah, you don't think you have a good enough squad for top 4, top 5?
Top 5, yes, I do.
Really? Do you think you have a good enough squad for a domestic trophy?
Yes.
See, this rebuild's never happening over there, man. You guys are impatient.
But the thing is, I told you I'm not looking for the manager to take us back to the top. It's not an impatient thing.
No, but this year,
the manager. Go on.
No, yeah, but this year, you guys think you're that good.
I don't think it's that good. It's not that good. I've said this before. I said like our team, our attack is like, again, exclude the manager and just look at player for player. Yeah. Our back four of Maz, Dorgu, Delit, and Euro is take out the top 4. No one else has a better back 4 in the league than that.
Yeah, but you need more than a back 4.
So I keep building on this. Our attack. Can I ask you this? Take out our attack. Take out the top 4 attack. Our front 3 is better than every other front 3. It's most of your team. So get a functioning midfield. We've now got Lemens. Let's say he's okay. Because I don't know about Lemens.
But don't you feel you've spoken about you have a good enough squad for many years now? Like, wasn't that something?
Managers have underachieved with it, yes. That's why I've been super critical. I said this to someone, was it yesterday? Not yesterday. Well, a few days ago. And I was saying, let's say I think hypothetically Manchester United have the 10th best team in the league. Finish 10th. Don't finish 12th. Don't finish 14th. Don't finish. Same way if I think Manchester United have the 6th best team in the league, finish 6th. Because then I'll crash on the ownership and go, hey, you need more quality. Get the most out of what you have.
Okay.
That's where I'm at with it. And that's why I'm super critical of these managers, because they've not got the most out of what they had. And squad-wise, as much as I don't think this squad is the very best, it's better than most. So therefore, we should be finishing above most. There's no way that Nottingham Forest should be finishing above us. They don't have a better individuals, but they do have a better manager. So get me a better manager.
Now I haven't, and again, chat, Eddie, you and you the United people, I haven't gone so far to see how good of a quality you have beyond that 11. Because we know that this is a marathon. That's why I'm not panicking.
No, don't do that, because the people have told me 1 game a week, so we're good.
But it's not going to be 1 game a week when you're playing domestic. You're going to be playing for domestic.
Yeah, we're not knocked out. We got 1 game a week for the rest of the year now.
Wait. What? All right.
What do you mean, what? We got knocked out the Carabao Cup. The FA Cup starts in January, as he knew that. That's why he's a prick. But
no, I didn't know.
You didn't know we lost to Grimsby.
No,
yeah,
Wallace, I forgot. I'm gonna be real.
Forgot. Yeah. They remember everything. Forgot. I
forgot because
I see it.
Damn,
Man.
that's crazy.
I forgot because this was moving and you said this and then this happened.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Yeah, I heard you guys could get back into the.
Just stop it, man. All right. Anyways, where we at with it, man? Wow. Where was we at? To TK, who says, why are there so many mods in there? Because we need the city streets have to remain safe. Mod squad in the building, yo. So that's why there's so many mods in the building. Mod squad, man. Shout out to mod squad. Real ones. Absolute real ones. But yeah, where I was at, I just want a manager to get the best out of what we have. That's it.
Okay. So
this is why when you say, "Oh, it's impatience," no, getting the best out of what you have.
No. I mean, it's a little bit of the both. You could being honest, being real. There is some impatience. Come on.
No, there is impatience from in the board, not with me. Get the best out of what you have.
No,
I watch other managers with less do it in the same league. Get the best out of what you have.
But at the same time, flawless. At the same time,
that's not impatient.
No, but hold on. The same time, if you happen to think that you have a top 6 finishing squad or team and you finish 8th, I don't think that's
it isn't because of what happened last year. You don't get that. You don't get no blind, no grace. No grace.
So
perform well, and then that's when you get grace. Perform well.
We'll have this conversation.
Well.
I don't want to revisit it because performing well isn't trophies. It's trophies.
No, it's not necessarily performing trophy. When you get in, just the style of play, results.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a lot. Style of play,
and performances on the pitch. No, forget trophies. Remove that to the side. Instantly, it's not a trophy thing. This is where you get mistaken. Why I push back on it's not a trophies thing. Performances, results. Start with the basics. That is the bare minimum. Performances, results. Results, performances. They are the 2 non-negotiables from the jump. You talking about I've not mentioned trophies. No. That's in it. If you do those 2 things, guess what's on the horizon? You'll win matches and more likely to win trophies. Performances, results. Manager don't do. But
when you do see a manager that's giving you the pretty football that you want,
I don't even have to be pretty football for me.
Okay, well when you have an established style of play from the manager, then it's going to be okay. Now I'm going to want results.
Yes, the two should go hand in hand. Yes.
Yeah, and then it's going to be from the results. I now want trophies.
Eventually, yes. This is why you get paid big money. Yes.
So this is all I'm saying from a patient standpoint, and we've had the conversation kind of back in the day. I said, and take away the manager name, but when I said you guys wouldn't allow for take away the Arteta name, you guys wouldn't allow that run at United. You wouldn't allow 2 seasons of 8.
No, we would allow 2 seasons of 8th. No, because 2 seasons of 8th is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Exactly. So your performances and all results are not matching up. So you've done something wrong. 2 seasons of 8th.
Yeah, and I said take away the manager's name, but 2 seasons of 8th to
Yeah,
then
it's
a 5th
unacceptable.
to then challenging for the
Ronnie,
Prem.
forget that. I
2
don't want
years.
Arteta's run. Arteta's run's not good.
Okay,
Don't use
I
Arteta.
got you. I got you. I
I
got
don't want
that,
that
that's
to
why I was
go on
saying
my-
take away the manager's name, but the
I
run in
don't want
itself.
that. No.
Okay, I got you. Okay, we'll move
that's
on. We'll move on. Well,
Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
Performances. See how people try and Jedi mind trick you like into
No, it's
what?
not Jedi mind trick. It's 4 years of it being a little rocky, a little
No,
unbalanced.
so why is it 4 years of
challenging for the
unrockiness?
league?
It shouldn't be 4 years of unrockiness.
I'm with you, and that's what I say impatience, because I think 4 years isn't that crazy to see progression and to see a style of play that's actually better than what it's been like. But we'll move.
Just improve. Just do the bare minimum, which none of these managers do. But we're wrong for criticizing said managers.
No, you're not wrong. I'm with you. Now
we are. No, we are, because it's all our fault about Ten Hag. It's all our fault about Oli. It's all our fault about Mourinho. Even though these men went elsewhere.
You have a track record of managers.
We have a track record of hiring managers who weren't good enough for the job. Yes, same way you have a track record of that. More managers have been unsuccessful at Manchester City than been successful.
Yeah, but that's the nature of the football. Yeah. That's everywhere. That's not
the point I'm making, but you lot don't get blamed for that.
No, we don't.
All the terrible managers Manchester City had, you lot don't get no blame for that. Ain't no City curse. That don't get mentioned. All the terrible managers Liverpool had, Liverpool won't get blamed for that.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about? The Liverpool don't get blamed for the managers that failed there.
No, but it's not just about the managers that have failed. It's what they've done after. What have the managers done after? What have managers done after you lot? Pellegrini's got his job. Pellegrini came back and was at West Ham.
And what did he do at West Ham?
No, he didn't.
Okay, Moyes went to Everton and stayed at went to West Ham and won a trophy.
Yeah. Okay, that's Moyes.
But I don't get mentioned.
No, but when we talk about when we talk about
I get said.
No, when we talk about the struggles,
I get blamed. But go on.
Yeah, but when we talk about the struggles post United, and especially now you have to admit, early days we get it. You had the high of Sir Alex, and you were holding things to a very high level because of what you're accustomed to. Now times pass, and it's a lot more toxic now. So when we look at we can't ignore just the recency, and we'll have to wait and see on what happens to Amarin. But managers with high potential,
yes,
optimistic with what their careers can be, have crashed and burned.
It's two of them. Two of them have fallen short. Yeah, it's two. It was two managers with high potential who fell short. It was two. It wasn't 6 or 7. It was two.
Fair. And I myself, I'm praying for there not to be a third.
And guess what? If Areola or it's Glasner or it's Holness or whoever joins and they fall short, they weren't good enough either.
No, so again, any manager that goes to United, I want them to fail. But post United, I want them to have a career. The thing is, right now, post United, they're done. They're done. But your transfer window's over. Your transfer window's over.
Go.
You happy with the business? You like what Ineos? You like what my man Omar Barada's been doing over there?
Oh, now he's your man's. Now he's your man.
To be my man, so I'm just gonna own it.
Oh, now he's your man. See this guy.
Everybody's my man. That's why I was like, okay, let me just.
He's your man's. Doku. Who else?
Yeah.
Arteta. Yeah, there's your man's in it. Ten Hag. Yeah. Oli. Now Amarim ain't your man's. Your Amarim, I remember.
I am Amarim, but you were
so
saying
he's not your man's then. He's not. Is he your guy?
He was once your manager. He's not your manager anymore.
Yeah, no more. You know what I'm saying? See, I just made it be clear. There's no gray area with me. So what you saying?
Say my manager Amarim. No, you don't.
Okay. Yeah, he was, and then he turned out to be terrible. Same way I loved that girl and thought she was gonna be the one, and it turns out she's a complete prick. So here we are. It's no longer my girl. Same difference.
Okay.
So where do you start? Is Amarim your man's? Yeah, is that your guy?
Amarin's not my guy. I'm with you. Amarin out.
Oh, see, yeah, with me, I can say we on different trains.
Omar Barada, though, he promised. He said,
guy, but yes, I've said this before in regards to our windows. Good window. No,
I'm with
outgoing in particular, exceptional.
I rate it.
The business, top quality. Incomings was good, but not enough.
I like
Falling short.
Now my window's closed. My window's closed.
Your window. You got Donnarumma.
We do.
Talk to us.
We do. Now I'm gonna be.
I know you was big on Edison. So your thoughts on that?
Oh, that man. Listen, flawless. Everybody, listen. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it mistaken. you've all witnessed at Manchester City, you saw the most complete footballer playing keeper. You've not witnessed a more complete footballer than Ederson at my club. And it was time for him to go. He's obviously looking for a different challenge, looking for a payday. He's gone. But what he meant to my club, how he modernized, how putting a footballer at keeper changed the game. I'm so happy for what he was able to do at my club. I'm so glad that he was the manager. Sorry, he was the keeper to have been a part of Centurions. He was a keeper to be a part of the Trouble, which only you and myself share. And he was the keeper to be part of a four-peat. So absolute amazing. And he was also the keeper to have a clean, undefeated run in Champions League on our way to that Trouble. So credit to him. He gets dismissed. He gets minimized often, but he was a game changer. It's time for him to go. And it's kind of like, I don't want to say complete opposites, but we're going from one keeper that you're kind of like, how consistent can he be as a shot stopper, to now a keeper where you're like, how consistent can he be with his ball playing ability, with his ball to foot, with his distribution. So Donnarumma is going to be all right. I'm not going to compare him to Ederson. I'm not going to have crazy expectations with what I was so familiar and accustomed to see from Ederson. But shot stopping, best believe I'm going to be critical with what he does with regards to that, him claiming some crosses, him being aggressive with maybe some corners. But yeah, man, that's what my club decided to do. We had to make that change with Ederson going. If I'm going to rate my window's been like a 7.5, because the one thing we didn't address, and we had a lot of things to address, but we didn't address our right back. We didn't address the right back. My manager, I'm accustomed to him making things work without having a complete best 11. But yeah, if I look at attack, I'm calm. Haaland,
your attack is.
I'm looking forward to EAFC, man. Haaland up front. I got Marmoush
on the league. I hear it. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no one as proficient. There's no one that needs less touches, right? This Haaland, listen, Haaland goes to the club. I mean, he's a married man now, but Haaland goes to the club and he's not spraying. He's not chatting up every girl out there. Sees one, target it, bang. That's it. You know the guys. You know the guys that need to talk up to everybody, just need to collect mad numbers. That ain't Haaland. Haaland talks to a few.
He's mad efficient, man. He's mad efficient, like you said.
Hey, absolutely. So a couple touches, a couple goals. He's not clinical yet. I think that'll be something to hit post international break. But when I look at our attack, I'm calm. I need Shirky healthy. I need Foden healthy. And then I'm happy with the rotation that we have. Obviously, I need Savinho healthy as well. He was rumored to potentially go to Spurs. I'm glad that he's not going because, again, this is going to be disrespectful. But Rodrigo, I got to question his mentality. But when I say that, it's like, did he make a lifestyle choice? There's no other club. Hey, you don't see them as rivals, even though you're Manchester United. But where can you go after Real Madrid? Apparently, Rodrigo doesn't think he can go anywhere. And he's willing to not get minutes or play out of position because Mbappe and Vinny are over there. That's his choice. He could have come over here. I'm not saying just come over to City because we know Arsenal were in the mix for him. Liverpool were talking about getting him. Rodrigo in the Prem, that would have helped with the numbers that were low from last year. Let's get Rodrigo in here. Get some excitement back. You know what I mean? What did I say?
Go on, carry on.
I was just saying Rodrigo didn't make that move. But when I look at attack wise, I'm calm. When I look at midfield, I'm calm. I got Reinders, I got Shirky, I got probably Foden playing that 10. I got Echeverry out on loan. He's out on loan right now with not your boy, but he was over there with Ten Hag. I don't know who the next manager is.
Wait, Ten Hag that got sacked after 2 games. That Ten Hag.
Yeah. Um,
Oh.
Nico Gonzalez, I'm okay with.
That's your
I
boy
got
Ten Hag, by the
O'Reilly.
way. But
Say
go
again?
on. Said your boy Ten Hag, but go on, carry on as you were.
My boy.
Ten Hag not your guy. Yeah, you got sacked after a couple games, and you're like, yeah, I don't know him. Is that what it is? Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I don't know what he said. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, you
And
don't
that,
know? Nah, I don't know what he
that
said.
double,
Yeah, that's
that
it. Hey,
double
look at Vega,
agency,
man. Throw this boy under the bus, man.
no, that double
it.
dipping agency wise, I don't condone that. That ain't
Yeah.
cool.
Nah, no, even the agency. Let's not just go focus on that. There was more that was said.
Yeah. But I'm just
His
saying
interference in squad planning.
that's
His
part of
failure
it.
to communicate.
He didn't want to play his role.
After prior agreements, he said.
Yeah. If you had things established and you go beyond that, yeah, you're right to be fired.
You would have thought, man. That Ten Hag would have done that. You would have thought.
Now, Flawless, my defense though, when you want to ask how confident am I to go after Liverpool and what they got set up over there. My manager is gonna have to overcome some of the shortcomings squad wise this year, because defensively we let Akanji go, which I was surprised by because he was probably the most versatile one, but I think maybe the club probably had some hint on his durability. Ake's already kind of like iffy injury wise. John Stones, I don't need John Stones. Yeah, I know, that's what I know.
Do you like in the chat before you carry on as well? Me and Vay always go back and forth like this. So if you want to make sure we get to your questions, super chat. I do try and start the best ones, but I enjoy this, man. This is verbal warfare at the best, at the highest level. So like that's what this is. This iron sharpens iron, so I gotta be on it. That's what it is with Vay. That's why I enjoy these shows, because Vay is very, 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 very intelligent, very crafty with what he says. Very smart, man. Knows exactly what he's doing, and he'll set you up. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Listen. Yeah,
I've watched him do it to other people, and it's hilarious. I'm like, I see what you're doing here. But go on, carry on as you were. So yeah, I want to make sure we get to your questions, super chat people.
Yeah. And again, listen, we know that the means amongst all of us is kind of different. If your question is that good, though, if your question is mint, it's quality, and it's not a super chat, Flawless will bring it forward like he's done previously. But if it's kind of like kind of meaty, super chat it, and then he's got no excuse. He's got to bring it forward. But my manager's got to overcome a lot defensively. I think I'm okay to stay in the mix. I don't feel good with regards to like my chances with regards to UCL and the Prem. Like that's where the balance is going to be.
Forget Champions League with you lot. Yeah, forget about that.
Forget it.
Yeah, forget champs.
No, the shirt says no. We ain't giving up.
You can, but forget. I'm telling you, man. I've told you this last year when it was Madrid that you lot ran into. It's a wrap, man.
Yeah, it's different now. I think my manager might prioritize. Here's the funny thing: we might prioritize
the league as well. I think he prioritizes the league.
Yeah. I think we prioritize the League Cup and the league, and then we see what happens after that. We'll see what kind of the momentum can be. And I would love a League Cup. I won't parade it, but I would like a League Cup. The keeper situation is going to be interesting.
See that, people? Notice that. Sorry, go on as you were.
Why are you telling the people to notice?
I'm just saying. I just told him notice that, but go on, carry on as you were.
What are the people got to do?
You know what I'm saying? You carry on, man. You carry on.
So I would love a League Cup. I would love us to be in close proximity to the Prem, and let's see how it might weigh on a club that's had record transfer signings, not just one but two, have spent more than anyone's ever spent after winning the Prem, and see whether that kind of weighs on them. See whether there's maybe a crack in that armor, right? So we got to keep it close. This game post international, we'll talk about it another time, but we have to get the momentum back. We can't afford to lose to you guys, man. Like that'll be devastating. But overall, I'm actually pretty calm with the season. Here's another thing, and I'm gonna talk about this on my channel.
Subscribe to Play Against TV, people.
Large up, please do that. The problem that many fans tend to ignore, and they get fooled, is that they think, is that they think that winning happens overnight. That And the reason why I bring up the heritage by Jose, because again, it's been butchered, it's been misunderstood. I have to say, at the time when he brought up the heritage, he was talking about how City are having success, but it wasn't done overnight. It took some time. At the same time, when I have so many of my Manchester City fan base losing their minds, and we get everybody, and it naturally happens whenever whoever's won the Prem, they become the example. They become like, oh, why aren't we doing this like them? Why aren't we doing that? What?
Your fans know it's 2 years without a trophy. I mean, 2 years without the league. That's why it is. Your fans know. I think they're genuinely concerned and are right to be concerned.
If we go 2 years without the Prem,
yeah, it's a wrap. Which is absolute, and I say this with all due respect. It's when I say it's a wrap, no, it's a wrap in regards to that's horrendous for you, lot. For the club you are, for Pep, for City. That's it. Like for us, when we was dominant, if we went 2 years without the Prem, it was the purge, and that's what's gonna happen to you. And there's no guarantee you win it the next year. I'm telling you, they may, as much as I despise him, they may dominate, man.
Yeah, that's fine. They may dominate, but before they were able to dominate, those investments didn't happen overnight. That's the point I'm trying to make. This run that Liverpool are on took years to do. Yes. It didn't happen overnight. Yes, everyone's going to notice how much they're spending this season, but they've been spending. That's why when I bring up Klopp had a squad that was good enough to win, because he didn't win it with a manager that came in and won it with the same squad. So that's investment from previous seasons. Yeah. Manchester City being able to get back to the level of consistently challenging and playing for all trophies is still going to require some investment. And that's why I say my manager is going to have to do a little bit of a madness, because I think player for player, we're not there yet. That's all I'm getting at. And when you in previous years, absolutely, I'm always honest. And when you want to mention like City being or having this failure now because of poor transfers in the past, it's caught up with us. The same way where you said it's going to be a purge if we don't win the Prem 2 years ago. Well, the example that everyone's looking to right now, Liverpool, it's not like they had a consistent run. No. They had won the Prem and then quote unquote had their drought, had their years of not winning. So the club, I believe the club will bounce back. I believe the club, like the institution, the club that you're so comfortable that are about to, they're about to up you, right? You guys are at level with 20.
Who said I'm? Who said I'm comfortable?
No, I see you. You're way too comfortable. I've been watching. I hear how you speak. You don't crash it enough.
You didn't watch the Bayesian show.
I didn't. What do you mean? I didn't watch the Bayesian show.
Did you watch the Bayesian show when the last one when the Isak news was announced?
Yeah, I watched that. So
and did I seem comfortable?
No, no, you weren't comfortable. But the difference is you're not as combative. Like you look a little tired, Flawless.
What is there?
Maybe it was carnival. Maybe it was carnival. Your energy was down.
What is there to? No, it ain't carnival. What is there to combat? That's why you laughing. What is there to combat?
You gotta start when you can't do it with your squad. You then got to get psychological. You then got to do the mind games. You then got to put in that little bit of doubt. You got to have Lex questioning. You know what? Ekatike, Isak, Salah, can that all work? Can that still gel? Are there going to be conflicts? You got to do all that.
I don't do mind games.
Well, sometimes you got to do that, especially when
you don't have to do mind games.
Your squad's out of the mix.
All I said to them was, "Hey, make sure you win this Prem."
They got to do. No, hold on.
I know what
when. Going to say. No, listen. When my club, flawless, hold on. When my club was vilified. When my club was talked about ruining the football pyramid, we didn't spend like this. But you know what you know what we accomplished? We accomplished more than just the Prem. No. This level of spending isn't. Oh, don't not win the Prem. They got to do more than that.
Depends. It varies. It depends.
What are we talking about?
Like, because you said they got to do more than that. I
can't
say.
There's never been spending like this ever.
Just because there's never been spending, I still don't think they're the best team in Europe. So I can't say you should win it.
Oh my gosh!
What do you mean?
Who's better than them?
PSG. I think PSG are a better side than them and have a better manager too.
PSG that just struggled versus Spurs.
Yeah. So they struggled against. Okay, Liverpool struggled against Bournemouth. They struggled against 10-man Newcastle. Let's not just pinpoint one game.
Oh my goodness. In
In times you lot won trebles, you lot still got battered by Spurs. What are we talking about here?
Well, that's my point is spending like this.
Do you think they're the best side in Europe, Neil?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Who do you have second and third?
They just got the second or first best striker in the world.
Simple question. Okay, cool. I'm not even disputing what you're saying. Who's second and third?
Who's second and third? What?
Europe, best sides in Europe. You think Liverpool are the best team in Europe? Cool.
Yeah, Liverpool are the best.
I don't even think that's you know what's crazy? I don't even think that's a mad take because they're right up there.
It's
close.
Take.
I just don't think they are.
No, that's fine. Yeah, we could have a slight difference of opinion. Yeah. Liverpool, you got PSG. I haven't watched a Barca game. I have not watched a Real Madrid game.
So we're saying PSG. We could argue PSG and Barca because that's my three. They're the three for me.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, I haven't seen Bayern
All right,
play.
So the point I'm making is that close between those three. If they were to go out to Barcelona, no. I wouldn't look at it as a failure. If they were to go out to a PSG, I wouldn't. But I said this when we was talking about this. It was me and someone was talking about it yesterday. And I said they're the only two sides they can go out to in the Champions League.
No,
they go out to you or anybody else, Madrid, anyone else, then yeah, that shouldn't happen.
No. I mean,
for you, disagree?
No. I hear you with you saying those are the only teams that they should go out against. Okay, yeah, that's fine because they're close to them or whatever. But this level of reinforcement from a position of strength isn't just winning the Prem. That's all I'm saying. It's not just winning.
If you go out to a PSG, I wouldn't be like, oh, it was dreadful. Depending on if you get battered. If you get battered, then it's a whole thing, but I don't think they will.
You narrowly lose to PSG the previous season to then get Isak and you lose to them. Nah, that's nah.
Because they're better.
Crazy. No. Not after getting Isak.
No, PSG, I still think getting better. I still think PSG, even with Isak, PSG have a better attack, a better midfield, and a better defense. What are we talking about here?
PSG,
and if the goalkeeper's what PSG people are saying, that will improve them too if we're really going to do it. PSG Liverpool don't have a better attack than PSG.
Flawless. PSG narrowly beat that Liverpool before Wirtz and Isak.
Right. And also PSG have gotten better. Goalkeeping wise.
Not like that.
Goalkeeping wise. And they was already a level above them anyway. Not a level above them.
It was narrow. That's what I'm saying. It was narrow.
No, it was narrow in the game. I'm talking about the level.
No. So why is it narrow? If it's narrow in the level, is that not because of Liverpool's play, Liverpool's quality?
No,
and they went out and just got Wirtz and Isak.
Which is cool. I still don't think they're better than PSG. Also, you're excluding the manager as well. I think it's the biggest difference between the two.
Okay, that's fine. Listen, when we talked about this, and I'm gonna do it because listen, I'm gonna be transparent here. When you're out of the mix, Flawless, like you and Sheik and all of your United fans, you can't do anything in UCL. You gotta work this. You gotta start applying pressure. You say you don't do mind games. I'm gonna put you on this. You gotta start doing mind games. You need to start doing mind games because no. Listen. There's a reason why I got this show to begin with. There's a reason why you have to start applying agendas.
You know why? Because when they fall short because their team's not good enough, I'll be there.
No, they need to have all the pressure for what they just spent money on. That's the football life.
They've got all the pressure. They know they're under pressure. They know they're under pressure.
They need to be talked about as being favorites, Flawless. Don't give them don't give them less favorites.
I'm not gonna lie to my people. I'm not gonna lie to my people if I don't have them as favorites. What do you want me to do? If I don't think they're favorites for the competition, I'm not gonna sit here and say they're favorites for the competition.
I'm not gonna lie to your
I don't think they are a better side than PSG.
PSG won 1 UCL versus a club that's won 6. What are we doing here?
I don't think that. Okay, so if AC Milan were in the competition, would we put AC Milan to beat them? Because AC Milan have won 7.
If AC Milan were playing like Liverpool.
All right, cool. I don't look at past, like I said, man. I'm looking at quality. I don't think they're a better side than PSG, and I don't think they're a better side than Barcelona.
All right.
That's all. Do I think it's close? Yes. But if they were to go out to Barcelona, we'd be like, that's terrible. And the biggest difference between those three sides, I think, is the manager.
This is, you know,
I
what's
don't
so
think
funny?
I don't think their manager is anywhere near the caliber. Not anywhere near. That's too far. But I don't think he's on the level of those two.
All right.
Yeah, because if I sat here and said Slot is level with Enrique and Flick, the fan base, the chat would want my head on a stake.
No, but you oversimplify some of these conversations. It's not about manager over manager. You do, because it's not just manager, it's manager and squad, it's investment,
No,
it's
but
players.
I'm including that. That's why I included that.
Okay.
Attack wise, it's extremely. I go one further. Attack wise, now that I think about it, with Isak, Wirtz, even though Wirtz is like midfield, but with Isak, Salah, etc., attack wise is close. Midfield, I'm still going PSG. Defense, I'm still going PSG. If this goalkeeper's as good as people are saying, this Chevalier is supposed to be the next big thing.
Don't do the.
Let me land here. If he is, he's going to be close to he's going to be close to Allison, and then the dugout adds into that as well. Hence why before the Isak sign, I'm consistent. Before the Isak signing, I had you lot winning the league, mainly because of who you have in charge. But now the pendulum swung. I leave the mind games to you. I'm just going to give my honest opinion.
All right.
That's what it is. That's what people is. So you can't accuse me of no agendas or nothing like that. I'm giving my honest opinion.
Yeah, all right. We'll believe it.
All.
We'll believe it. Right.
You
right
now.
No. Hey, you said you honestly believe that PSG, then Barca, then Liverpool.
Yeah, like if PSG and Barca, if Liverpool face either of those two over two legs, I would expect those two to go through.
Okay.
Anyone else is Liverpool. So
that's
if
all
it's
cool.
you, if it's Madrid, if it's who else, Chelsea. Even though you and Chelsea and Madrid are capable of winning this competition because of the quality that you possess.
All good.
I know you want to. I leave the applying pressure to you, because if they don't win everything, we will be here, Vale. You know this.
We're here regardless. My thing is,
of course,
Wallace, I'm very consistent.
Facts.
Like you want to apply. You want to say I'm doing, because again, I apply the mind games because of what I've witnessed. I apply the agendas because of what I've witnessed. When you're the club that have outspent everyone, there's an expectation. There's an automatic ranking.
Yes.
There's an automatic, oh, you spent this, now go out and win it.
But
right?
You spent this with who? There's a reason yours was different. You spent this with who? Let's not act like that doesn't play a part. How are you surprised by this? You spent it with who? That is Spanish Jesus over there. Can walk on water. Can feed 1,000 with a plate of paella. Like, what are we talking about here? We don't know, because you want it. No, we can't have it. We can't praise Pep for this. And then
it happened before Pep. Flawless. With regards to the Prem, with regards to the Prem, they said the amount of spending over at City, Pellegrini must. The amount of spending
win the league. It wasn't a win.
That's what I'm saying with regards to the Prem. So that's what I'm
the league. Yeah, again, no one said Liverpool should win the league. We're talking Champions League now. Come on, man, let's be real.
No, because I'm doing when we then
you have Pep Guardiola in charge. That's why the expectation was high. You have spent the most money, obviously not this season, but you had spent the most money and have the best manager on the planet in charge. A manager you say is the greatest of all time. So therefore, of course, the expectation is going to be much higher than anyone else. I flip it. If Pep was at Liverpool and they had spent like this, the expectation would be higher. Because it's Pep in charge. Of course, why are we acting like that doesn't matter? A major reason why there's so much expectation on Manchester City with the spending of money is because the guy you had in charge. If I was in charge, would the expectation be as high? No, because I'm not Pep Guardiola. Same way if you was in charge, it's not. What we talking about here, like there isn't an expectation that comes with the caliber of manager you have in charge. Again, let me repeat this. This is a guy you say is the GOAT. Many regard him as the greatest of all time. So if you're regarded as the greatest of all time, guess what? You are going to get greatest of all time expectations put on you. And I do this to everyone. Hence why it works in your favor with the signings that was made, as well as Liverpool did before Isak. I had you winning because he is that good. So like, why are we acting like it's not? But Slot, is there expectations on Liverpool? Of course. Every game they drop points, I'm on their case. Every game that's not a great performance on their case. I told the Bayesian lot this. I don't want to hear no excuses and Liverpool fans in general about injuries, about refereeings, and
Listen, you can
I'm not. That's lying.
overly.
I'm not an elite coach. I'm far from it, man. I
No,
would
listen,
fail
listen,
miserably.
you
Go on.
can apply the manager weight to your decisions on who should advance and who shouldn't and who's favorites.
It matters.
That's cool. That's cool.
Don't
Now,
matter. Before you carry on, don't you think that matters?
yeah, I think it matters, but it's a lot less with regards to knockouts. That's my opinion. With regards
it minimizes with knockouts, yes.
So that's why I don't put as much weight as what I'm hearing from you right now with regards to the UCL and knockouts. It's for me it's very different. Now with regards to the Prem, negotiating 38 weeks, 2 games a week, 3 games a week, all that kind of stuff, that's why Pep gets the big money. I see him navigate that. With regards to preparing for a knockout game, that's where we're different. What's my man saying? What's football knowledge saying?
I was laughing at Jez's comment, but in regards to it, yes, because even though it's less in the Prem, Pep is good enough to do so. He should, same way Fergie was good enough to win more. Same way on the flip side, Ancelotti's been so fantastic in European competition, but should have won more leagues. With the caliber of those
one, and so he's won 1 in 9 years. How many?
Your place is one in your So let me get football knowledge. Big up for the super chat. Appreciate it. Says
how many is he supposed to win?
Why? Well, ask him. Hey, let me ask the question to you, and then you can respond to him. Hey, to football knowledge, you don't have to respond with a super chat, but you can respond. Why Pep, with all the money, won Champions League in 9 years? Floor's yours. You should have won more. Yes.
Listen. I don't like how we played in some of those. To say that we should have won them outright, I can't go so far. The only one I can say is when we make it to a final versus Chelsea, I was scratching my head with the performance. We won that 1-0. But this is when it comes down to a knockout series. I don't know if I can go so far to be like, Pep, maybe I'll go and say he should have won 2. I'm not going to go and say, you know what?
So he's underachieved. I agree with you. He's underachieved in Europe. Is that fair to say?
When you see a comment like that, they're thinking he should have won.
Yeah, stop looking at how he put the message. So we're in agreement then that Pep's underachieved in Europe at Manchester City. I'll go one further. I say it right now. Sir Alex Ferguson at Manchester United underachieved in Europe. Definitely underachieved in Europe. Yes. Definitely some of the teams we went out to, I've still got tears. I can cry right now for certain times we went out. Sorry,
apologies. I'm gonna have to do prayers with the kids.
No, it's cool, no problem. No need to apologize.
The funny thing is, if my manager, like we've seen other managers do that have more UCLs, if my manager prioritized the UCL, he would have won more. But my manager did not prioritize the UCL. At City, we wanted to win all. And we also wanted to win the Prem, most importantly. So I think to answer your question, why with all the money, just one UCL is because we didn't prioritize the UCL.
I think that's a mistake on your part because I think you're good enough. I think you can prioritize. And that's a part of being a top manager, which is very tough, is prioritizing these competitions, 100%. And it's but the reason why I am being so critical of these managers is because I rate them highly. That's why I'll be critical of a Pep and Ancelotti, a Sir Alex Ferguson.
And how many times did Ancelotti win his domestic and the UCL?
No, again, and I said this.
No. But it speaks to why it's difficult when you got football knowledge asking the question. And
we criticize Ancelotti for it. Ancelotti, one of my favorite managers of all time. He should have done better domestically. 100%.
But this is what I'm saying. When you have a manager that's trying to win both, winning both is difficult. When you've had a manager that's prioritized one, you see where you end up with more than the other. Let me check on these. Wait, you want to quick?
Yeah, go on, run the 8. Yeah. Run the 8 and then go do what you got.
All right, you want to remind the chat of what my original 8 was?
Look
at this man with his notes. Look at this guy.
Take note, man. So your original, this was the 13th of August, 2025. So you
repeat that for those in the back.
Yeah. So this is literally people the week of the season starting. So this is the 13th of August, 2025. Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Newcastle United, Tottenham Hotspur, Manchester United, Aston Villa. That was Vegas. Mine was, because I did mine the same time, Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Newcastle United, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest. Mine has changed since then as well. But yes, floor's yours. So that was the 13th of August. So a lot of business has been done, people.
Yeah,
By
a
all
lot.
sides since then. That's why I always think. But we're here now. The window's been closed.
Yeah, I have to say, I wish I did more homework on what my rivals did in the transfer window, but when I look at how Liverpool is spent, I have to say that they're favorites to win the league.
I'm asking you favorites. I'm asking who you think.
Can I build it up, Flawless? Why are you rushing me?
Lord, dude,
You're not rushing.
I had the same.
You're not rushing. Let me take my time with
the same stuff, man. Talking about predictions and what you want to happen. It's not about what you want to happen. This is your fault.
Yeah, Liverpool are favorites.
I didn't ask for Liverpool favorites.
Let me answer it the way I want to answer it. Why are you stepping on this? Listen,
this is fucking guy.
You know what? Let me start from eighth.
Cry me a river, man. Violins in the chat, people.
I put Aston Villa 8th, right?
Yeah, let me go back to that. Yeah, I think you had Villa 8.
Yeah.
1 sec. I'll go back to it. 1 sec. Oh, yeah. Big up Sheik TV for the raid. Make sure you subscribe to Sheik's channel. Big up Buying Talks for the raid as well. And make sure you subscribe to Veta's channel. The link's in the title. So you had Villa 8. Yes.
Yeah. I'm actually going to move you guys with Villa.
So we're going 8th.
You're going 8th.
Okay, cool. Under the Amorim out, what you got him 8th. I hear it.
Because I don't know what kind of interim. I don't know who you guys are gonna get. So that's changed things.
I hear you, man. I got as well. I might have to change where I was because I was 9th, but I even thought about this.
Can we revisit this if you do get a new manager? But right now, I gotta move you because
many people have said that, which I do agree with. If we get a competent manager, it's curtains, man. We're finishing above you lot. But go on as you.
Moving Aston to 7th, you guys to 8th. I'm actually gonna move Spurs and Newcastle.
So you're going Spurs where?
I'm gonna go Spurs 5th.
Spurs 5th. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I'm gonna go Blue Spurs 5th, Newcastle
6.
Newcastle 6, Aston Villa 7th, United 8th. And then oh man, we're gonna have to do so like I said, Chelsea 4th.
Cool.
Arsenal 3rd. And because I bleed blue, despite Liverpool being the favorites and having a record spending,
You backing the citizens.
I got to.
All right, I respect it, man. I respect it. I do this. You know what? I do the same.
I got to. I think this must win. This record spending, I've seen how it negatively. I've seen how it negatively affects players and clubs and fan bases. I'm not the only one, Flawless. I'm not the only one. Let me.
Vader.
You know what's crazy, people? Vegas 8 is so close to mine. It's mad. This is why this guy annoys me, because of some of the shit that he says. But go on.
I'm not the only one to a man, Flawless. And you know this. City must. 21 can't happen. At least not now. 21 can't happen with back-to-backs.
It can't, but it will.
I'm gonna do my part. Whether it's mind games, whether it's agendas, I'm gonna be in the mix. The crossover show with me and Pops, I'm gonna do all that I can. We have to put a stop to this. City must, for the sake of football. So yeah, that's what I got. City.
Yeah, so just to clarify, Manchester City 1st, Liverpool 2nd, Arsenal 3rd, Chelsea 4th, Tottenham Hotspur 5th, Newcastle United 6th, Aston Villa 7th, Manchester United 8th.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That's close to my 8 as well. I struggled with it.
Have you presented yours yet? Like, have you talked about it, or you're
waiting?
I think
I spoke on it on the Q&A just yesterday. I got Liverpool first, City second, Arsenal third, Chelsea fourth, Spurs fifth, Newcastle sixth. I have Villa seventh. I think I had Villa seventh, Crystal Palace eighth.
And you have you guys ninth?
I'm gonna have to revisit that shit.
Yikes.
I might have us 10th, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that
highest
might change.
I say right now, highest of goals is 9th. That's what I'll tell you.
Okay. All right. Listen. I gotta say, there's gonna be a lot to be said the next time we link up. I'm gonna just say this right now. There's gonna be a lot to be said. I didn't get everything off my chest. I like our conversation, obviously. Those of you in the chat, listen. Football knowledge, great question. Thank you for the super chat. Everyone else, get your questions up. Come on, listen. Get your questions up. Flawless will bring them to the surface. Yes, the conversation flows, but if you got something that's really worthy, he'll present it. And if it's not worthy, but you want it asked, you want to put me on the hot seat, super chat. Do the super chat. It's calm. But listen, Flawless, great show. You look great in that blue, by the way. Keep more of that in your wardrobe. I apologize again for not remembering about the exit to Grimsby, but
yeah, I know how convenient this guy, this
we will deal with that. And then we got to talk next show. Actually, we got to talk UCL. We'll get into that because obviously
again, you a talker and I'm a talker, so this is just like the time is always going to be stuff forgotten. But of course, closer to the Champions League, we'll definitely talk about it. Also, the next show will be the one before the derby as well.
Facts.
But yeah, I'm gonna talk to your agent and get you because one time a week on here, like I've already told you about an idea I've got, so we'll talk.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't said this out loud, but I might have to scale back what I'm doing elsewhere to do more over here. To be real with you, I
appreciate that.
But listen, rivals, I hope you enjoyed the show. Those of you on the listening platforms, that's all good.
You are the pantomime villain this place needs, yo. I fucks with it, yo. You are a villain, yo.
Am I really the villain, though? I think I'm the misunderstood hero of the story.
You know what? That's something Thanos would say, yo. Thanos would say
that.
That's the Thanos quote, yo. I'm a misunderstood hero. I could imagine him telling Gamora something like that. And she's like, you're a villain. Like, I'm just a misunderstood hero. Hey, you lot, does that not sound like a Thanos quote or Ultron?
I'm out of here. With you saying that, I'm out of here. Let me go do prayers.
Subscribe to Data Games TV. Shout out your channel, though, quickly. Before
you know what it is, everybody.
Coming up. All that stuff.
Subscribe to right here. The thumbnail is going to come out tomorrow. I got to do a show addressing the close of the transfer window. I'm going to talk about my expectations. I'm going to really break it down. And I got to address some of my fan base that are losing their minds and acting like they haven't. Some of my fan base, I'm going to be real with you. Some of my fan base are acting like they've only been part of the club for the 4P. Like it took time, guys. It took time to get where we're at. And how are we also forgetting on how poor, sorry, Pops, and all of you Liverpool fans in the chat, but how are we forgetting how difficult it was for Liverpool to get to this level and to show this type of strength? It takes time. Let's calm down.
You're trying to be reasonable with people that are used to caviar, and now you're just getting prime burgers. They ain't trying to hear that, man.
I guess so.
Welcome to it. Been there. Trust me, man.
You know what?
Some of the takes I see from some of your fan base, I think is wild.
Oh, I have to. It's funny. I'm going to be in the best shape of my life because I have to listen to this while I'm working out. Otherwise, I don't know, blood pressure, stress level. It's crazy. I don't know how they're reacting this way. And they also react like there's not a tomorrow. And I get it. No one wants to write off the season. I'm not writing off the season. Look how long it took me to actually give this top 8 or this ranking of the 8. But you got to look and realize that it's a marathon, and some of these are talking like
because if you lot do win the league, the conversations will be crazy.
Flawless.
If you don't win the league, the conversations are going to be absolutely wild.
You know what? And I'm gonna be shout out to all the Liverpool fans. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the comments. They've shown me on how I'm going to act when we win. Because I'm gonna be real. Yes, I'm born in Canada. Maybe there's there's too strong of a level of humbleness. I should have carried on a different way from what I'm witnessing right now. So, listen, way for a man that had a 4-peat, for my club that's done a 4-peat, I didn't carry on the way I should have for these men that just won their second. Right?
Oh,
So
you carried on. You was
no, flawless. No. For how these guys winning their second, first officially, because who really recognized the COVID?
What
For
is
how these men are carrying on.
how you felt dealing with them is how we felt dealing with you.
No, it's not a flawless. It's not a feeling thing.
No,
It's how
that's
people
what
are
I'm saying.
acting. No. It's not about your feeling. It's actually about your actions. It's about how you speak to people. How you treat
your
people.
actions. All of that is included.
No,
Yeah.
I did not act like that. Flawless.
No, you didn't act like them, but it was you didn't act like them, but it was still the same. It was still the vibe.
No. Because imagine if I act like them, the feelings would have been different.
They're unbearable and you're unbearable.
No. But my actions in terms of being unbearable. Imagine being humble with it, and people
not humble.
What?
You was not humble with it. You was unbearable.
I'm out of here.
Just because you were loud like this, you was unbearable.
No. Now you're being the GLE. Now you're getting the title of GLE. No.
Oh, your smiling smug face.
I can smile as a happy man. That has nothing to do with
it was the football because you smiled a lot less last season.
Flawless. No, hold on. Hear how these men who have won 2 prems.
Oh yeah, they pissed me off.
They've only won 2 prems. Hear how they talk.
Yeah, I hear you.
That was not me. That was not me though.
It was again. You
I know you can't stand it. I know the feeling. No. I'm out of no. I'm out of here because you're actually gonna get me upset. Now I gotta go and do some bench. Listen, bless everybody. Large up, subscribe and like. I'm gonna catch you guys. Peace out.
Blessings, love, family every time, man. Big up. Shout out to Vader, man. I love doing this show. Shout out to Vader. I'm gonna have to patent it and get it because you lot love Vader in the chat. Even if you don't love Vader in the chat, you lot love Vader in the chat. It's great. I did say we was up in the levels on Sarcasm City TV this season, so that is definitely the plan. So yeah, man, plenty of things in the works, including getting on TikTok as well. I do. Big up Spoobs in the chat. You lot get some questions in for me. I know with this show, I don't show up and Vader don't show up. So that's why we don't get to the chat like that. But please run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Big up again to Sheik for the raid, Sheik TV. Bayern Reacts for the raid. If there's anyone else, I apologize, but I think they were the only 2 raids. There's over 200 of you lot here in the building. Wow. How many likes? 65 likes. That is dreadful. Let's get up to 100 likes, people. Let's get up to 100 likes. I like the City Madness stream because I get to hear about Liverpool. You know what? It's sham. It's because we both despise Liverpool. That's what it is. Take it as a badge of honor. Because I can't stand them. So, same way I can't stand City. And we're at 15,650. Hey, I need 5 more subscribers. So these likes are not liking. We're at 65. Let's get up to 90 likes, people. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. And I need 5 more subscribers. I know there's at least 5 people who have not subscribed. Hit that notification bell on the channel as well, Sarcasm City TV. And make sure you subscribe to Vader's channel, Vader Games TV, man. Make sure you lot hit that subscribe button. What are we doing? Like Beijing Pop said, smash up the likes. Beijing Reds TV as well. Make sure you do that. Right, where are we at? Let's see. Well, yeah, you lot questions. I know I didn't get to many United related. It was all mainly City, and of course we spoke about United as well. Where else are you lot? Someone asked me this earlier about Flawless. Do you agree with Amarim's talent ID? He does appear to make a quick judgment. No, not entirely, because he don't play our most talented ballers, and he rates players he shouldn't. Onana, Bayindir, Maguire, Shaw, Dalot, Mount, Bruno. And when I say that about Bruno, it's in regards to realizing Bruno's better in the final third, so play him in the final third, but you put him in the pivot. So you take someone whose main thing is getting goals and assists and take him further away from the goal, and then you exploit, and his weaknesses are all middle third, defensive third. All of Bruno's weaknesses, main weaknesses, are when he's in the defensive third and the middle third. His main attributes, the things he's good at, are better in the attacking third, and you have him now primarily in the middle third and the defensive third. So no, I can't say his ID is good. No, I really, really can't. Absolutely not. It's just, yeah. What was your rating of the window again? I missed it. I said 7 overall, 7.5. We didn't do enough in the window in terms of incomings. It's 2 good players, 2 unknowns. And then the outgoings were exceptional. So that's why I gave it a 7.5. They did very, very well. Everyone who was like, oh, how are you going to sell all these bad players and rare to tear? Yeah, we got rid of them all. And for good money as well. The only one we didn't really get a great deal for, and even though Sancho, 8% of his wages, but we should have sold him. He's the only one I can really criticize. Rashford on loan, I get. I think we set him up to get money there. The money for Anthony, 20 million or 21 million plus 50% of the profit that they make on him. Garnacho for 40 million is an absolute phenomenal deal. Absolute phenomenal deal. The Garnacho to Chelsea. Højlund, phenomenal deal as well. That's it. That's the 5, right? Rashford, Sancho, Anthony, Garnacho, Højlund. So to get, what was that? 120 million, 130 million for those 5? A1. And we just didn't do enough in the window. From incomings. We would have got 2 midfielders. I would have rated it much higher. At least with Lamens, you've tried to address the situation, even though you've not addressed it in a way that I would like. No spoilers. I mean, not no spoilers. I'm used to saying that. Stop spamming in the chat, people. If you spam in the chat, I will block you. There's no need to spam. I can see your question. Stop spamming in the chat, please. Malacia not getting a move. Yeah. I don't actually mind Malacia, to be honest. That's really not an issue like that. Yeah, man. Shout out Lewis, man. What a deal. You already know, man. Shout out my G Lewis. Great doing business with you. 40 M's for Alejandro Garnacho. We owe you lot, man. Great get back. Great get back. I even mind Chelsea, but their fans talk a lot every time, Lewis. Big up, family. Hey, you lot, make sure you subscribe to Carefree Lewis G, man. Make sure you do so. Make sure. Big up Keeman says, yo, Flawless, what's happening, big dog? I'm blessed, man. I'm good to I just call you Brand because I don't want to butcher your first name. Yes, I do rate Xerxes. But we still needed a striker this summer. And we should have got someone better than Sesko. We should have. Let's see what else. Like I said, I'll wait. I'll do 10, 15 minutes of questions for you lot. I've subscribed to Vader the other day. 3 of his last 6 videos on his channel are about Liverpool. Main rivals, so I get it. I get it. I hear it. Bruno was play as long as he's the only guy getting GNA, but he don't get GNA under Amorim. That's the thing. To me, Lizzie doesn't get GNA under Amorim. Amorim, his goals and assists have dried up under Amorim. What did he get? Was it not his worst return under Amorim this season? If I check his Premier League stats, and I actually don't blame Bruno for that. I blame Amorim. And also on him being the only guy getting GNAs because he played all our dead attackers. I guarantee that he won't be the only guy getting GNA this season. Tell you that much. I'm looking here. Let me check. What did he get goals and assists wise? Let me have a look. Hold up. Yeah, 24-25. He got 8 goals and 10 assists, which I think is his worst return. So he got 10 goals and 8 assists. So, yeah, it's the exact same, actually. 23-24, we got... Wait, wrong one. 22-23, I swear he got more than that. Shit, he got 8 goals, 8 assists. So he actually won his worst... Yo, Bruno been criminal for a minute. The fuck? 21-22, he got 10 and 6. Jesus Christ. 2021, he got... That was his bad boy season where he got 18 and 12. And he got 8 and 7 and 4. How many of them is penalties as well? How many of them last season? But you know what? I can actually check. So you got 5 open. Yeah, I was right. You got 5 open play goals last season. 5 open play goals. Jeez. In 36 appearances, he got 5 open play. And even the season before that, what's that? 4 penalties. He got 6 open play goals. 6. So where is this myth that he gets goals? He got 5 open play goals last season. He got 6 in 23-24. He got 6 in 22-23. So he ain't even been bagging goals like that. And 6, 5 and 6. All right. Okay. All right, man. It's mad. It's absolutely crazy. Why is Amorim still in the job? Because the ownership are terrible when it comes to that side of things. Oh yeah, it's not for you, Jazz. I know there's new people here. Ironically, all of Bruno's weaknesses get exposed at DM, yeah? And you're taking away what he's good at from attacking. And when I say good at, that's bleak. I got 5 open play goals. 5, 6, 5, and 6. And people wax Liverpool. Piss me off, man. Jesus Christ. Hey, you lot, what's the like count? What did Amma get last season? Just out of sheer interest. Let me have a look. What do you get numbers wise? So Ahmad outscored him last season from open play. Playing primarily as a wing back. All right. Yeah, but people talk about him like that. But hey, we move. It's crazy. 6, 5, and 6 is disgusting. But hey, we move. Hey, we fucking move. See, and this is why Veya's good. See how you lot are now more quiet now. Veya's gone. Shout out Veya, man. Make sure you subscribe to Veya Games TV. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV as well. Also, yeah, keeping 5 open play goals is horrendous in the stands. And people say, oh, penalties. Like, yo, you got a decent attacker. He's bagging his penalties. He is a very good penalty taker. But if you give them penalties to someone else, it'll be fine. Fernandez is real. So when people talk about where would you be without his goals? It's like, Ahmad from wingback outscored him open play wise. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy. To Brand, if you don't need to spam in the chat, you don't have to write the same comment twice. I will block you. All right, Jez, blessings every single time. Is anyone else live, people? Is anyone else live? Who's live? World champions, smash the likes. Chat, big up Flawless and everyone. Yeah, man, you lot run up the likes, smash the likes, man, for Ganacho's new home, man. And so make sure you subscribe to Carefree Lewis G. Subscribe to Veta's channel. The link is in the title as well. What we got coming up tomorrow? Members Q&A tomorrow. So that's all for everyone who's a Sarcasm City soldier and higher. So if you want to join the members Q&A, which will be a weekly thing, link is in the pin comment. But it's the second tier and higher. You'll join myself. The rest of the members have the Q&A. And then the United Chelsea show is tomorrow as well. I need to reach out to Surfer. I need to reach out to Ahmed. Because it's been a minute since we've actually done the United Chelsea show. But the upcoming live stream schedules on here, people. You can see all the shows that are indeed coming up as well. Is anyone? Nah, is no one actually live? Jeez. Who do you think was worse, Brand? Who was worse, Amorim? Who do you think was worse? Come on, man. We gotta start being honest about these things. Like, let's just be real. Turn down 100 million for this guy. Whoever was behind that needs to be flogged. I hear you. Does Maino have a future at Manchester United? Yes. Not currently under this manager. Does he have a short term? Does he have a future? No. But there's a reason the club kept him. This manager's not going to be here by the turn of the year. So the next manager will probably utilize him. You would hope so anyway. You would certainly hope so. Checking this out, right? Like, let's see this. Seeing what's Prime's put. What's this? Eddie Howe should be sacked. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'll send you lot over there. I didn't even know Primer did this one still. I was just checking out the Clips channel, people. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Clips. Come and send you lot there in a second. 15 minutes. Who was going? Is this Steve? See that? I do so much content, people. I don't even know what's it called? Who this is? Let me check. Oh, shit. It's us from yesterday. All right, cool. I think Steve. That's for Steve to even join. Yes, make sure you follow the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, like Spoob said as well. Make sure follow the Twitch because Premier League games, non-Manchester United, Champions League games, Europa League games, FA Cup games, League Cup games, UFC watch-alongs, boxing watch-alongs like Canelo Crawford, for example, Eubank versus Ben 2, So Eubank Jr. versus Ben 2, all on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. That's Premier League watch-alongs, Champions League watch-alongs, Europa League watch-alongs, FA Cup and League Cup watch-alongs, UFC watch-alongs, boxing watch-alongs, all over on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. Shout to Spoobs, it's in the chat. Links also underneath in the description. www.twitch.tv/Sarcasm City TV. That's www.twitch.tv/Sarcasm City TV, or just download the Twitch app from your app store for absolutely free. Create an account for free, sign up, follow Sarcasm City TV, and if you have Amazon Prime, you can use it to subscribe to the channel for absolutely free as well, and that way you don't get adverts during the live streams, people. So it's free. If you've got Amazon Prime, get over to the Twitch and use the same email, people, because it helps the channel in regards to monetization as well. So follow the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, and make sure you follow the Clips channel, which we're going to be redirecting to as well. Gaming channel will be back up and running soon. Also, make sure you do so. Warrior J says, yo, after Saturday watch along, I'm going to be on a break and come back at Arsenal Forest. Any content you do in second week of international? Probably crossovers. Probably the crossovers. I need to chat. Tony got his track shoes on, so I don't know what Tony's doing. But we may have to do the crossovers without him. But yeah, crossovers. That'll probably be the thing. I need to talk to everyone on all the shows. And, you know, SECU, man. Sarcasm City Cinematic Universe. You don't know the vibes. Yes, Brand, I did try and one Saeed after the Arsenal game. But hey, we move. Big up Dreamer. Says, Flawless, you're a star. Thank you. Appreciate the kind words, man. Appreciate the kind words. Oh, yeah, big up to the fake accounts who were here earlier, man, who have figured out a way to block, so that's why they disappeared. Shout out to you lot, man. Big up everyone supporting. Big up everyone hating, man. It all helps. It all helps. What are you saying, Prime? You lot subscribe to the Clips channel. Yeah, I'm going to redirect over there. Now, I didn't know that you had done a, what's it called, a vid on Eddie Howe. I was like, who's this? And it's like, yo, this is literally from just yesterday. So I'm just setting it up as we speak right now to redirect everyone over there. So final few questions, people. Make sure I got the right date on this shit. Turn me up. 3. So you got 5 more minutes. I'm going to set this premiere for free. 3 a.m. And we just going to keep the content rolling, people. We're just going to keep the content rolling. Not going to stop. We are not going to stop. All right, where we at? All right, that's saved. Appreciated. Flawless. Your work rate is insane. Thank you very much. Wait, Eddie Howe was mentioned yesterday. Nah, Steve wasn't there. Steve remember Steve said, yo, he's freaking got a concussion. You know what I'm saying? He was playing ball and he like banged his head or something like that. So I'm hoping he's good. Many of you lot heard from him today. I've not actually spoke to him today. I need to actually check in and make sure he's good. I do. And big up Football Knowledge for the super chat as well. Appreciate you on that one, man. Thank you very much for that. Really, really appreciate you for that as well. Yeah, I was just making sure no one was going live. Which I don't think anyone is. When do I sleep? Never. I'm a robot. I'm saying I'm like Ultron or the Terminator or some shit. Sleep when I'm dead. I got work to get to. Right. Let me set this up. Literally. And don't forget, follow us on Spotify as well, man. I know so many of you lot do the Spotify wrap-ups at the end of the year. So just go to your Spotify, type in Sarcasm City TV, follow us and 5-star us. That's it. Follow us, 5-star us. He's watching the White Sox game at the moment, baseball. What, on his channel? Or is he just watching it? But I'm glad that means he's good then. That means he's good. Where we at? Watching it by himself. All right, that's good then. He's not on his channel. Otherwise, I was just going to redirect to him instead. Yeah, true. Say they got baseball on the playback as well. NBA will be back soon as well. Oh shit, WNBA is on as well. Yes, Brand, we are a manager away from being a decent team. I agree. I do agree. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to be on TJ's watch along on Saturday. I don't know. I'll decide during this week. I got stuff I need to do, stuff I need to pattern and sort out what I'm doing over the international break. I'm doing over the entire month of September, etc., and the Twitch and everything, and NBA being back. What's the other video you put there? Where is it? Oh yeah, Prem team's affected by AFCON. Yeah, I seen that because you had sent me that clip. So I'd seen that. So yeah, man, we gonna keep everything rolling, man. So much content, people. So much content. Yeah, I see it's uploading. We got that there in the chamber, Prime. Got that there. All right. Who would be your manager change at this moment in time? Glasner or Areola? I've not given much thought as into which, because I don't know. I don't think this manager's as close to being sacked as people believe. I don't think he's getting sacked over this international break. I don't think he gets sacked at the next one. I think it'll be like November. I think after we play Spurs. Whenever it is we play Spurs, I think it'll be after that. Because I think who's the game after that? Is it Everton or somebody like that? But we got tough 4 fixtures. It's like Brighton, Liverpool, Forest, Spurs. 4 teams we don't particularly do well against. So I think after that, there's potential where we don't get a win and it's a wrap. Just having a look here. Let me have a look. Yeah, I was right. So it's Sunderland, international break. So City, Chelsea, Brentford, Sunderland, I think he gets enough points out of those 4 to stay. He might actually get back-to-back wins, and everyone's going to be gassed when he gets back-to-back wins. Then we come back to Liverpool, Brighton, Forest, Spurs. Back to reality, then the international break. November, he'll get sacked. I'm assuming Vader gave his Prem predictions. What else happened on today's show? Gave his Prem predictions. We're talking about Liverpool and Isak and everything like that. And how the pressure's on Liverpool, etc. And he's right. Well, I can't believe they're the fucking 2 options. Number 1 up and number 2. No, number 1 up and number 3 up. Can't stand either of them. Can't stand friggin' either of them. And I'm kicking ball tomorrow as well, so that's going to be fun. Because I ain't kicked ball since Ballers League, so I am super unfit. That's going to be great. I don't even think we have a goalkeeper either. I'm going to be, so thank God it's only 5 aside. And we got subs. So man can get subbed off expeditiously. I already know what it is. But yeah, Vader's top 8 was City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, Newcastle, Villa, Manchester United. That's his 8. Surprisingly, not even surprisingly, no surprise that it's accurate, it's close to mine. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we do beat City, which United are capable of doing, very, very, very capable of doing, it will. Chelsea will be tough, but that's got to draw. Brentford, I don't even know how Brentford been playing this season. Brentford been playing well. I have no idea how new look Brentford is because a lot's changed there. Hell of a lot has changed at Brentford. I know they lost to Sunderland, but they beat Villa opening day. Oh yeah, that's going to be a tough one. Wait, it's Saturday. There's another late game. What is it with Saturday and these late games, or Sundays and these late games? Make it amazing. Yeah. Not Ballers League. The is it called Ballers? Not Ballers League. Ballers, sorry. Ballers Official, it's called. Troops was there, Lewis was there, Matisse was there, Aaron was there, Muntz played as well. When we played against Dwight Gale and Colin Cousin Richards and Kieran Clark and that. Troops he put out a blog about it. There's a video up on his channel. It was playing there, yeah. I wasn't Ballers League. I always say that because it's called Ballers. Ballers Official, it's called. I haven't played since then, I don't think. Good to get back to playing. Anyways, people, we are closing out. Big love to everyone that's locked in. Nothing but love to all of you lot as well, man. Please run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Follow at Yes It's Flawless across all socials, people. At Yes It's Flawless across all socials. And this has been the Manchester United, Manchester City podcast, people. Mandem United podcast meets the Mandem City podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. And get over to the Clips channel. Redirecting straight over to the Clips channel right now. So run up the likes and hit the subscribe button over there. Big up. I'm out.